Right. For brevity, gentlemen, are there any magical items that you want to procure? I'm not talking like, the One Ring to rule them all type level magic, but a regular ass Joe magic items you guys wish to procure.
Yes.
Then we can pick them off a lift, deduct them
Yeah.
from your gold, and then we can get rolling with the more important.
Well, in my case, the boss is paying for it.
Pretty much. So, those of you wanted to be paid upfront, or half and half, you will have your upfront gold available to you. As per usual, paid to account accounts available to you, fine lads. At your request. Because I'm assuming most of you aren't walking around with tens of thousands of gold pieces in your pocket, because that would be
No.
somewhat of
Silly.
encumbrance.
We'll need a fucking cart to follow you around.
Pretty much, yes. Okay. And Hippo pointed out a very interesting thing. Do any of you actually have a bag of holding or anything?
I'll be buying one.
That's one of the things on my list.
Well, luckily they're not that expensive. Those of you who wish to get them, be able to get them. Right, there's a link in the main chat. Get it quickly. That Hippo linked very conveniently while I was busy with the other stuff. There you go. Bam. There's a magic item cost by rarity. Did I just remember nothing? There's a magic item cost by rarity. So, those of you fine gentlemen who wish to spend some money on some items, all you have to do is just tell me which items you're getting, deduct the money off of your sheet, and then we will do like Myriad. I know you guys want to visit him because you wanted to find out some divination magics. And Letty, for the also for the same reason, I'll say that you visit the smiths and so on, and they take your measurements and start forging the armor, and it'll be ready for you to pick up by the end of the week before you head out.
All right.
Sound good? Or shall I do a funny voice for you?
No.
All good.
No need.
Mr. Mackenzie, anything you want to get specifically?
Yeah, there's a couple of items I want to get. Bag of holding being one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get a magically enhanced longsword.
Right.
Yeah. A belt of hill giant strength. Nothing huge.
Mm-hmm.
Just like +1 or +2. I think the minimum it goes +2. I think, I'm not sure. Nothing too fantastic. But the last one I want to find, this one might be a bit tricky for the boss, is I want to get a wand with at least 5 charges of the fireball spell.
That's actually one of the easier ones on the list.
Okay.
Wands are generally speaking quite easy to get a hold of.
Okay.
So you want the wand of fireball?
Yeah. I'm not
Okay,
sure how many charges would be considered a fair amount to hold in
Let
it.
me just look quickly.
I think there is a wand of fireball.
There is, yes. I'm to quickly find where the feck I put it.
And those are pretty much the only important things. The rest of the stuff is pretty much mundane stuff. I just want to get a regular hand crossbow, short bow, and a couple of arrows. And
Wand of fireball is rare and has 7 charges.
Sweet.
Okay, how much gold are you packing, Kenzie?
On me at the moment.
Well, in total, yeah, that you're going to be spending, well, have to spend a +1 weapon, generally speaking, a rare, if not mistaken. Am I right, Hippo? Am I wrong?
What?
+1 weapon is generally a rare weapon, right? If I'm not a rare category item, if I'm not mistaken.
Weapon +1 is uncommon.
It's uncommon. Right.
Okay. So on the rarity table, that's max 500 GP.
Yeah, so get that easily enough. And then you wanted to get a wand of fireballs.
Yeah.
Right.
That's rare, so that's a max of 5,000 GP.
And what else did you want to get?
Bag of holding.
Bag of holdings, how much? 500 Hippo?
Yep.
Okay. And then I want to get a belt of hill giant strength. I'm not sure whether that's common or uncommon.
Belt of
Rare.
is
Or there are different ones. Hill Giant.
Hill
Yeah, Hill
Giant.
Giant would be the one you want. It is rare. Strength 21.
Well, which? Yeah.
They just set your strength score to a specific amount. They don't add a flat bonus.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't add modifier anymore.
Nope, it's just you put it on and you have X amount of strength.
Okay, perfect.
So if you
There you
take a belt of giant strength, there's 6 different kinds. Hill Giant puts your strength at 21. Frost Giant puts it at 23. Fire at 25. Cloud at 27. And Storm at 29. But yeah, those others are quite expensive. But yeah, a belt of giant strength will basically put you at... of Hill Giant strength will put your strength at 21.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Anything else, or is that the lot?
That's it. The rest of the stuff, like I said, it's just standard, normal, regular stuff. Just a hand. I'm picking up a hand crossbow, short bow, a couple of arrows and bolts, and
I'm just gonna assume that you have enough cash that it's not even back to the cost. Okay. Dylan, anything you can think of that your character would like to get in preparation for your assassination mission / diplomacy mission?
So far, the Cloak of Displacement and Bag of Holding.
Okay, Bag of Holding is $500, and Cloak of Displacement is... Fuck off, Mosquito, Jesus Christ.
5,000 max.
Okay. Anything else?
Some healing potions, I guess.
We'll do healing potions in a moment. Okay, Letty, anything that you want to get?
Hello, I would like 2 uncommon items, which I have of questionable utility, but I would like Amulet of Proof Against Detection and Location, and an Alchemy Jug.
Clever boy. It's 1,000 gold for the 2 of them.
Each or both together?
No, 500 each.
Alright, so, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
What kind of healing potions are you guys looking for? What strength healing potions? They come in common, which is the normal one. They're 2d4 plus 2. Greater, which is 4d4 plus 4. Superior, which is 8d4 plus 8, and they're rare. And Supreme, which is 10d4 plus 20.
I'll be looking for Graters.
Graters. They are uncommon. Are very expensive little boys. Potion pricing quickly. Anything else, lady, while we're at it?
No, that's probably me. I have some healing of my own harsh pull, so I'm just gonna leave that. That's fine.
Yeah, you're pretty good on that side of things. How much is a potion? Why does everything keep telling me what potions do, but nobody tells me how much potions cost? Ah!
I think they're...
I had it written down here somewhere. I'm trying to find my potions of healing page. Bitch.
I think it's half of the same type of, like, table magic item rarity, except it's 1/3 or half of that.
I'm actually leaning towards thinking the same thing.
No, because that's a rule, but I don't remember where.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, potions of greater healing would be 250 gold pieces. How many would you like, Hippo?
4?
4, okay. 4 potions, 1,000 gold on the dot. Anybody else want some greater healing potions?
I'll take 2.
Take 2, another 500 gold of yours.
Well, now I'm good. I've still got, I think, 3.
Okay. And what about you? Anybody else? A lot of you, right? Letty, do you need any potions?
No healing.
Okay. Potions up in this business. Cool.
Although would it be possible to get an also kind of like a potion magic item where it's like based on a charge system, and up to a certain rarity you can just pull any kind of magic potion you want.
I think that's the Wand of Cure Wounds. Let me just see if it's actually in this edition.
No, not cure wounds. Like any type of like potion up to a certain rarity that I want. Like if I suddenly want like a potion of say spider climbing, I could pull that out of my ass or that item.
Oh,
it's not a thing that exists. That's why I'm asking it last.
So like a Schrodinger's potion, pretty much.
Yeah. Like it has a certain amount of charges. Like say it has 4 charges, you pull.
That would be a very expensive item, and you want it to be reusable or not?
I was thinking just consumable because that would obviously make it a lot cheaper.
Okay. How much is the alchemical jug?
Alchemical jug is 500.
500, right? And that just gives you like alchemist fire and grease and stuff like that, right?
Oh no, it doesn't even give you that. It just gives you like you can make certain types of liquid, and there's a table for you can make like acid basic potion, beer, honey, mayo, oil, vinegar, fresh and salt water, and wine.
So it'd be something like that. I'd say 250 gold for one of the Schrodinger's potions.
All right, 250.
Yeah,
or
because it's very powerful. No, 250.
Okay, 250 for sure.
Because it's very, very,
very powerful. I know. Yes,
very powerful.
I was very aware it was going to be very powerful and probably very expensive.
Because you can do some pretty crazy shit with that. Anything else you guys want to get? Are we good?
No, I'm probably gonna take 2 Schrodinger's potions, so 500.
That's all good. The technology exists in the alchemical jug. Flim flammaloo.
Yeah, no, I'm good for now.
Cool. Hippo, you good?
Yeah, you want to hear the magic items I'm getting?
Sure.
So upgrading the Wand of the War Mage to a +2.
Yeah.
Bag of Holding.
Yep.
And a Cloak of Displacement.
Okay. Sounds good. I can just see myself going, what does a Cloak of Displacement do a lot tonight while rolling attacks? Okay. You, Delan? Anything else on your list?
I'm good for now, thank you.
You good? Alrighty, and with that, we will start our intrepid group of troubleshooters, having shot trouble by virtue of turning it into a T-Rex and then eating. Seems to be the go-to party strategy these days. So, you guys were given until the end of the week to pull together your supplies and leave for wherever your destination is going to be. With that in mind, I'm going to assume, again for the sake of brevity, because I didn't want it to turn into a 3-hour shopping session like that sometimes happens, that you guys are all going to meet up and head down to Myriad to go and grab some divination magic so you can get kind of an idea of which direction to head into, yeah? Is that a safe assumption?
Yep.
Yep.
I don't want to railroad you guys if something else that you guys want to do, but I do know you guys mentioned last week that you hit him up. All right. So, yeah, everybody's got their money, everybody's got their fantastic stuff. What day do you guys want to head down to Myriad? Do you want to leave it to the last day before heading out, or do you want to do it more towards the start of the week and then do the rest of your shopping and so on afterwards?
I'd say maybe sort of start maybe towards the middle of the week while we're getting everything ready to make sure that we have enough time that Myriad doesn't feel rushed or there's a chance that something might go wrong.
The rest of you guys cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, longer Myriad gets to work on shit, the better.
Alrighty. So, on Eristide, Wednesday, you find gentlemen. Group up, head down to Myriad's dockside store, only to be greeted by an enormous explosion as the front of Myriad's shop shatters into thousands of razor-sharp pieces of glass, showering the poor street outside once more in bits of his shop, this time not courtesy of a T-Rex or a cone of cold.
I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
It's like we never left.
Wow.
You see Myriad come staggering out of the building, hair on fire, busy patting himself down. Robes that were a very lovely shade of light blue, now stained dark grey by the oddly coloured smoke that's come boiling out of his shop. You see him kind of like drop to the ground and start rolling around frantically, trying to put out a couple of the patches of his robe that are also still smouldering from whatever it is that happened inside of his shop.
Stop, drop, and roll.
He rolls frantically for a few more moments, then looks up at you. Oh, hello!
Hello. How are
So you
you?
kind of like reach up for his
Hello,
hair.
Myriad.
Kind of afraid to feel if there's still much in the way of hair there. You see that his acne is still very much in abundance, and at the moment it looks like a bunch of grapes that have been engaged in some rather rigorous activity. Oh, so I was expecting you a little bit earlier, so, better late than never. Also, we might want to wait outside for a few minutes for the smoke to...
Yes,
Not a good idea to go inside.
Why did your shop explode again?
I was trying to make something new, and I think I forgot to carry it.
I see.
He kind of looks at you, is like, you're not going to ask me what it is?
Myriad, what is it that you are making?
It's a map!
Is it
It
a
shows
map
you the
for
future.
us?
No? Well, technically I could tell it to you. Well, could have. I think it...
What does this map do?
Oh, it shows you the future. Well, it shows you where you're going to be in the... Neat bit of divination magic, what do you say to myself? Didn't expect that, though. Not a force involved with it.
Did your map show you let down in the street on fire?
No. I didn't have
Then
it
I
tuned.
think it needs some work.
Wow. I mean, Hans, that's a little bit hurtful. I mean,
It's okay, you know that I'm a great fan of yours.
I mean,
I am paying for the repairs. I'm not paying for these repairs though.
yeah. Well, it's actually been nice, having money. I can do magical research. It's been, it's novelty. It's really nice.
So,
and he looks
Myriad,
at
how sure are you that this map you created works?
Well, I mean, judging by the smoke, I think we have a few more things that we need to work on. Small things. I'm sure it's easy problem to solve. I'm sure.
I'm sure
Won't be
you'll
a problem.
figure it out.
Yeah. It's been pretty
Anybody
good.
Figure it out. You.
And you see, most of the smoke is cleared out. And he's like, "All right, well, come on inside. I've been kind of expecting you. I think you probably have some more grisly bits in your pocket that I don't want to look at or know about that I'm going to use, and we're probably going to go track some people. Yeah." Mr. Hendricks came by. He said you would be dropping.
It's a good question.
Yes.
Does anyone have a piece of anyone?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Mr. Hendricks said that you would have something like that.
Yes.
Well, go on in. He waves you inside, parting some of the smoke that still seems to be coiling out leisurely from the inside. Walks in, goes behind the counter, looks around a little bit, looks at the roof that's stained a dark green for some reason now. That's weird. Oh well. Well, come through, come to my workshop. And he starts waving you in, and you see him take out a neat little, cardboard sign. Used to be neat, now it's a little bit smoke. Puts on the counter saying, "Busy with a client, will be with you momentarily." Come on, come to my workshop. Step inside. And you see, the little workshop is filled with gewgaws and magical knickknacks and things that weren't here the last time that you guys were here. It seems
You've
like,
been busy.
your patronage has definitely improved his situation. He's pretty much gone full magic geek in collecting his paraphernalia. Oh yes, it's been wonderful. Haven't been shaken down in weeks. Fantastic. All right, so, Oh, wait! You see him like reach over to a bowl that's got a whole bunch of sweets in it, and just kind of like tip the thing over and like slides it over the table at you. Well, put whatever unmentionable, terrible thing that you brought with you in there. Took me forever to get the stains out of the counter last time.
Take the flaps of skin and put them in the bowl.
I'm going to pretend that that's just really soggy leather.
It's best to do so. Myriad, a question for you.
I mean, technically
This
it is
map-
just really soggy leather.
Sorry?
Would this map of yours be able to, if we were to say, provide samples of two different groups of people? Would it differentiate between them on the map, say with a different color, for example?
Oh, yes, I can
Or
twin
would
the
they
spell.
simply just...
Yes,
Wonderful.
no, I can
And
do something like that.
Okay, because I would like you to do that, please. And I've also put the extra flap of skin with that stupid skin number tattoo on it from the one guy.
That's off-putting. Oh well. Right.
If
So
you don't mind, Myriad, thank you.
I don't mind. I've been I'm being paid quite handsomely for this little enchantment, so I'm rather looking forward to getting business done. He looks at it. All right. So I've been given some unusual resources to assist you in your endeavor, and I want to find out exactly what kind of tracking magic do you want to try and bind. How do you want to? Because there are several ways we can go about doing this, and as I understand it, you might be traveling some distance out of the city.
That is correct.
So, ideas? I'm open to ideas.
Well, the map was very useful last time. If somewhat limited in scope. Something like that.
The problem with the map is, if I give you a map, because I don't know where you're going, so we'll have to use a rather large map. And if I do so, it's going to be quite hard to use it at closer distances. You know, if I give you a map of the entire world, a little dot on it's going to be very difficult to narrow down to a given area.
What about a globe? So then we can use the globe to get the area, and then the globe could also double up as a pointy orb.
Oh,
Well,
you mean two
I
different...
took enough samples to allow for long range and close range. So we
Oh
could
yes,
theoretically...
it's just a question of scale, you see.
Well, we
Yes.
could provide two maps, or as Hans suggests, you
Also,
could,
There's one small problem. I can't cover the entire world with my magics. The distances are simply too vast. So at most, I'd be able to initially give you an idea of in which direction you'll be heading. Like anything up to, say, 500 miles, I'd be able to give you a good idea of which direction you need to go, but it'll only really start being accurate once you get down to 10, 20 miles of wherever your objective is.
So your effectively, we have a maximum range of 500 miles.
Well, I can push it further than that, but the
Could
further
you
we go,
push
the
it
less accurate it would be.
500 more?
I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be terribly accurate at that range. It would give you just a directional indicator. Could go north, northeast.
Well,
Go
it'd
south.
be just to be the men who walk 1,000 miles.
I feel like there's some kind of reference that I'm just not getting here that's going on here.
No, don't worry.
Oh, okay then. So, what would you gentlemen want?
So we need general direction. So map maybe, and then it
Yeah.
if possible it also double up as a pointer type thing with an arrow pointing.
I like the pointer arrow thing.
Well,
That's
pointed
what we did.
arrow. I have an idea. And you see him like wander over, and he comes back with a compass. How about if I enchant this, instead of point to north, point to wherever you're going.
To our target, in other words.
Well, yes. It's like I say,
Well.
if you're far away, it won't be incredibly specific, but once you get closer, it should be fairly accurate.
I mean, it'll give us the direction we need to go when we're long distance, and then it'll just point more accurately when we're there. It seems like a good...
Yeah,
We can
but-
also do a scrying before you leave. I got myself a scrying bowl.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, they're fantastic! I've never owned one before.
Well, let's do that.
Okay.
A question for you, Maria. How do we have enough material there for you to enchant more than one compass?
If you only want to do compasses, I could probably do 2 of them. Or maybe 3? 3 probably. Yeah, 3 should do.
If we need any more, then Cujo does have that prisoner.
You mean Mr. Hendricks?
Right, he has a second name.
You didn't think his real name was Cujo, did you?
But I assumed I haven't. He doesn't hand out business cards like I do.
No, that's very true. No, his name is Mr. Hendricks. He's actually quite a nice fellow. He was in here not a day or 2 ago. Yes, he was in here a day or 2 ago. He said they'd have some work for me and delivered some materials, courtesy of Lady Felmore. Great beauty, yes.
It's a bit toothy for me.
Real pointy.
Some men like that. Not that I'd know, but no problem. Okay.
My skin is too thin, you see. I live in constant fear.
Ah, that I guess makes
when the sun
sense.
shines through, I'm like a newborn fish.
I'm not sure how I feel about that, but
See straight through me.
oh, okay. Well, shall we do a scry spell first and then look from there, maybe? Hans, this is a little bit off-putting. You should work on your people skills.
I'm great. I'm great people.
It's true. He's a very in the mornings. He's really hard to see it. Sometimes he scares me. I think he's a ghost.
Right.
I've almost had heart attacks because of that. Doesn't help that he's it's usually quiet and stop.
Okay. Well, I completely lost my train of thought. So he rushes to the
Scrying
back.
spell.
Yes. And you see him come back with a almost looks like a miniature fountain, like a little font built around what looks to be a polished silver bowl. And he puts it down on the counter and then goes over, fetches a pitcher of water, pours it out into it, mutters a spell to clean the water under his breath, and then goes, right, so it takes about 10 minutes or so to cast. So I want some quiet while we do this. And I need to hold hands with somebody that knows... The more we know about the target, the better connection we can make. So if we have a likeliness or a picture, we can use that. Any possessions or garments, that will also help.
Flap of skin.
Body parts, yes. Normally we just use a lock of hair or, a bit of nail, but it'll do. It's just the more things we have, the better construct we can build to find. And then how familiar are you with the target? Which of you is the most familiar with who we're finding?
We have no idea who we're finding.
Not a clue.
Alright, that makes it a little bit harder.
Well,
have any of you met the person you're looking for?
Given my knowledge of the group that we're after, would it be something that Lauren would, with his his bardic act, his college information, or being all
It'll be fairly difficult
gossipy and stuff?
I have
Roll
an
it,
idea.
roll it, chick.
Does taste count?
Taste? You mean like a person?
Yes. I'm asking in theory.
In theory, yes, it should help.
Nox,
I hope it's
Nox,
just a
I have an
theory.
idea.
Go on.
That the prisoner you mind controlled, yeah? Well, you could do the same thing. We could just, use her. And say, think of your boss.
Brilliant idea.
Although, it's somewhat helpful, but they work in cells, fragmented, but more than us.
Yeah, we could do that. I just need to know what to say in Elvish.
Don't worry. I'll guide you through.
We'll have a few practice sessions before.
All right. Well, I suppose we should go speak to the guards and get them to bring this prisoner here.
It's probably safer if you just come with us and we go there.
Okay. Looks at the water, looks at the bowl, and I was all ready to. Okay. Well, let me just close. Oh, wait, I can't close at the shop.
Just put an illusion up.
Ooh, that's a fun. No, wait, I can't do that.
Oh.
I'm not that kind of wizard.
I'm not that kind of wizard.
Me, not that kind of wizard. Oh, it's fine. I'm sure it'll be. Looks outside. Looks at the two guys that are still busy fixing the road, or pretending to fix the road. Hey, I'm just going out for a bit. Please make sure nobody robs me. Okay, thank you. You see one of the besmocked pseudo workmen is kind of like fucking what? Comes back inside, dumps the water back into the pitcher, shakes it a couple of times to get most of the droplets out, tucks it under his arm. Okay, so where are we going?
Does anyone know where they keep their prisoners?
Probably in their prison.
And this would be?
I don't know.
Maybe we should send a runner.
Good idea.
Somebody go flag down an orphan.
I flagged down one of the local young rapscallions and send a discreet message saying need a guide to... No, we need somebody to take us to where they're holding our guest.
All right. You grab the little rapscallion, slip him a couple of coins, send him off. About half an hour passes, with you guys kind of standing in the awkward-smelling workshop, making small talk with a man that's the magical equivalent of a nerd who's only really interested in divination magic and not much else. And after a little bit, you see Mr. Hendricks, aka Cujo, kind of shoulder his way into the room and then glance around at it. Looks back at you guys with a kind of raised eyebrow, again with the property destruction.
Wasn't me!
I didn't say anything.
You implied it with your look.
Look, all I'm saying is, whenever you lot is around, there's an awful lot of things that get broken.
No, Myriad can confirm this was all.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Hendricks. He kind of nods at him. He takes his hat off, puts it under his arm. Well, come on then. We need to go see this woman that you lot have captured for the boss. He's just kind of looking around. He's talking at you guys, but he's more looking at how the fuck, what did he do? How did he explode the shop? Mostly what he's wondering.
Divination magic.
Take your word for it. Go on, lads.
Sometimes it's best not to ask.
Oh yes, that's by far the safe. Come on, side. Let's go, gentlemen. We've got a lot of work to do before end of the week. Boss has been chastising some of the members of our organization in lax.
Off we go, following Cujo.
Yep.
After all down the street, you see him nod every now and then to people.
Most important question I have: do I already have the alchemy jug at this point?
Sure.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm currently Coleslaw is currently internal debating beer or wine.
Beer or wine?
Why not both?
Can't produce
half
both.
and half.
Unfortunately, I can't half and half this.
Just drink it and refill it and drink it again. Similar. You guys make your way from the docks deeper into the town itself, and you find your way heading towards Rat Alley, a district known for its taverns, its inns, and most importantly, its brothels. It doesn't take you long before you guys stand in front of the neat wooden structure called simply the Silken Sails. And from inside you can hear rough, bawdy laughter, the occasional squeal of a woman getting pinched. And you can see that this house of ill repute definitely has more to it than you think it does. You see Mr. Hendricks step forward, push open the door, bend slightly at the neck with a practiced ease of somebody who's used to a world full of doors that are just a smidgen too small for him, and kind of go sideways in through the door to his bulk. And you hear from inside, like, morning, ladies. And you hear various people saying hello to him. And you just see Myriad standing behind you going intensely red as he realized where you guys have ended up. I thought you said we're going to go see prisoners?
I think this is where they keep their prisoners. Also, I have come to the decision. I'm a bugbear, so honey.
Honey?
I just have this alchemy jug, like this giant fucking jug with me, and like this tiny cup, and I'm just like pouring honey into the cup and occasionally drinking.
Surely if you want to drink, it would be mead.
Is that honey?
Yes. You want some?
Well, it's made with honey.
No, it's okay. So we don't have to go in there, right? We can just kind of wait here and they'll bring them out?
No, if we're going in, Myriad, just look at your shoes and follow us.
Oh dear. So who's leading the way into the Silken Sail?
I'll go in first. Fine. Anything bad happens, it'll... the bugbear has nice long arms. He can pull me to safety.
True.
Cool. They're currently filled with jug and also drink of honey.
Jug and drink. Okay. You guys step inside. And play shitty tavern music as you guys enter. Inside, and you see Kuja's busy speaking to what you assume to be the proprietor of this place. A woman older woman. Probably in her late 40s. Good looks have gone, kind of leaving her with a very matronly style hair and a bun, wearing a long dress, lots of gold jewelry, and you see her gesture to the back room where you see two rather burly fellows standing guard next to the door. They're both with long swords at their sides. You see them kind of like tip their head and nod their greeting at you as a lot of you enter the foyer. The inside of this building is upholstered in various shades of dark red, with lamps scattered about instead of the usual candles or open braziers of fire to come to expect. All turned to somewhat low lighting. The effect is rather like stepping into somewhere very intimate, secluded, and very much at odds with the bright sunshine and the muggy day outside that you guys have been enjoying so far. Kuja steps forward, opens the door, and then says, "Right down here, lads." And you see there's a set of stairs going beneath the building, so to speak.
Down
I
the
shuffle Myriad down.
Poor Myriad is just like...
Quickly now, don't look.
He's fighting with himself. On the one hand, he's a good boy. His mother raised him not to go to such terrible, terrible places of sin and debauchery. On the other hand, he's really, really curious.
You can come here on your own time. This is work time.
You see him like red, and like his ears go from red to almost luminescent in the half-light in embarrassment. Yes, work now.
I sort of lean in and whisper to him, well, when this is all over and we get back here, I'll bring you here for a drink one night. How does that sound?
The sound that issues from Myriad's throat is much like the sound that would come from a balloon very slowly deflating. A kind of like high-pitched squeaking, tapering off into a...
Careful now, you'll kill the boy.
He steps down, heads downstairs, all of you troop down into the cool darkness of the cellar. Which is not so much a cellar as a very neat set of cells. Inside are 3 men. All in the deep sea green robes of the host tower of the arcane. And you see the prisoner has been stripped. They are completely naked, sitting in a cell that is devoid of any furnishings whatsoever.
The classic.
Stone floor and nothing but steel bars surrounding it. You can see the prisoner is currently, her mouth is moving, and it looks like she's screaming obscenities, but not a single sound is coming to you.
Neat.
You see the 3 of them all kind of like glance at you to the side, glance up at the stairs to see if you guys have forced your way down or if the guards are still there, and then ignore you. They all appear to be focused rather intently on constraining the prisoner at the moment. So, we kind of have a problem.
Do tell.
Doesn't have any clothes.
Oh my god. Myriad, I don't want to make you blind, but I can.
Wouldn't the blindfold be much easier? I mean, wait, do you need to see for the scrying? Oh, fucking no.
No? I'll be showing you an image in the bowl, he says, while like now studiously looking at the ceiling, and looks like he's busy counting the grain in the stone.
I put my wizarding hat on him, which is too big for his head, and cover his eyes.
Okay, great, so, do whatever awful thing you're about to do, I don't want to know. And then, once you've done that thing that you want to do, then we can do the spell.
Okay, we have two options. Nox, you can try, or I can just try. Up to you. It depends if you want to try and speak Elvish again.
It didn't go so well last time, honey. Why don't you go ahead and try first? We'll see what happens.
See, but you're coming on so well with the learning.
He really is. He's been making. He's made great improvements. Nox, you've come on such a long.
I picked up this item at the store called a dictionary for Elvish. Been trying it a little bit in my
Nice.
downtime.
Excellent, excellent. Trying to learn a new language.
Wouldn't you need a language primer rather than a dictionary? I mean, as far as I could know.
Well, I know a little bit of Elvish. You
Yeah,
know,
I
the
suppose.
basic structures. Runs in the family a bit.
Uh-huh.
Can I go over to the magic folk? Hello. I'm Hans. We need to do some magic on the prisoner, if that's okay.
Looks over at you. Alright. Take it out of the cell. There's an anti-magic field inside of it. And, if she causes any trouble, kick her back inside immediately. We're keeping her locked down in an anti-magic field with silence and these 2 lads for counter spells. She already turned into an alligator and bit one lad's leg off, and we've managed to block her in time and get her locked back in here again.
Okay. Are her hands tied up?
Her hands are not tied up.
Interest. Okay.
She's literally just butt naked, slamming her fucking hands into the cells and shaking the bars, but you guys don't hear anything on account of silent spell.
Cole, if you want to just go in and tie up her hands and gag her, so when no speaky spells when she comes out.
What would be the easiest way to do this?
With your hands?
Do I know ways of just knocking a person out by stopping blood flow to the basically like not choking, but specifically hitting certain parts of the veins, the sides to actually stop the blood flow?
Let's say for argument's example, it would be a grapple hit attack. And in particular cases like here, where the target is pretty much at your disposal, if you can make a normal attack roll, grapple, athletics check, opposed, you can try and not choke him out, but you can pretty much essentially choke him.
It's an instant. Well, not really choking out because I don't want to stop airflow. I'm literally stopping blood flow to knock them out because that's an incredibly quick way to knock them out.
Well, strangling. Essentially, you're strangling, basically.
Well, yes, I suppose. But with different purposes. I don't want to stop them from breathing.
You just want to basically get into them unconscious.
Render them unconscious for enough time for me to just, basically tie them up? Hog tie them?
Roll initiative for me.
Alright.
And anybody else that's going to be assisting in trying to stop the crazy person getting out, well, roll initiative as well.
Okay. She was in magic field. I rolled a 17.
With great respect. This is all the best. We're counting on you here, Cole. And Cole
Wait, is this the table we normally use? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I just saw a bunch of stuff I put behind the DM screen from a different angle, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
So I rolled 19 for the initiative.
Okay, so you're going to be just before the elf. She got an 18 in total. Okay, so Cole's going to be 19. Is anybody else going to be assisting Cole trying to lock the bitch down?
I'm going to give him a thumbs up and say that I believe in your strength.
And inspired. Okay.
What's the inspired die?
D8.
Alright, let me just prepare one die.
Okay.
You can do it. You can choke out an unarmed woman.
An armed archdruid.
Completely naked.
Just like nature intended. Okay. So, you go first.
Alright.
The mage hands you the key to the cell.
Oh yeah, I'm like, before I even try and open the cell, while she's still banging in, I'm just gonna I'm gonna go next to her, in front of her, she's probably gonna try and well, I can't hear anything she's trying to, but she's probably gonna
make an attack roll for me.
Sorry? Oh, attack roll.
Make an attack roll for me to see if you can try and grab her through the bars
Oh, are you kidding me? That was a 15, but then the game said screw me. I'm just gonna use this.
You can roll a D8 on top of that. Remember, you're
Yeah. I immediately rolled it on top of it. That's a 7, so 16 plus my stuff.
Oh yeah, plus your stuff. Okay.
Plus my wait, just a normal attack rolls plus 3.
Yeah,
because of my
with your weapon. That's right. So how much is that in total?
Wait, 16, 19.
16. 19. Okay, you just managed to barely grab a hold of her. She is stupidly fast, like a striking snake, but you managed to grab a hold of her. I need you to make a athletics roll for me.
Athletics roll. Alright.
See if she can...
Oh, oof.
You can, do I need to as well? I'm helping him, or is it just him making the rolls?
Just him at the moment.
That is a 13. Wow.
13 is enough, because unfortunately Elfie only has +1 to strength bonus. You rolled a 10, that puts her 11. Okay, you manage to grab a hold of her, and you start squeezing. And you guys see...
Wrestling.
They're wrestling. You see a vein start throbbing in her forehead, and then she just goes limp. And you carry on holding her for a few more seconds just in case she's trying to fake you out. But eventually she goes completely boneless and drop her to the ground.
Alright, then I just open the cell and just tie her up, including ganging her.
Gag her. Okay, are you blindfolding her as well or not?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Okay, gag, blindfold, tie her up, pull her out of the anti-magic field in the cell. And it's quite unusual, stepping inside it and then going out of it. It's going inside and it's just no sound to immediately hearing the sounds of your footstep and drag of the body coming out. It's a very unusual
Yeah, plus
sensation.
anti-magic field. That probably feels tingly.
It feels very tingly. It makes you feel like it might have gotten under your fur. Okay, you step outside and you guys now have a bound, naked, blindfolded elf.
Okay. Myriad, if you start doing your thing.
Okay.
Give me a shout when
He puts down the bowl and then
you
he's
touch
like,
your hands.
how long is she going to be out for? Because we need about 10 minutes for this.
That's fine.
And-
She's tied up now.
Okay,
Plus, if she even like tries to move, I'll just immediately attempt to hold person her.
alright, sure. So he puts down the basin and goes, did anybody bring water? Because I kind of forgot to bring water. To put in the basin?
Myriad. Myriad,
Yes?
you're supposed to be a professional.
I don't normally go to these kinds of places.
Oh, this is a learning experience.
I don't do house calls normally. So nobody got water.
Well, yes. I mean, probably we have some kind of drinking water.
Can
Hey,
your new
water
magic
skin or
jug
something.
not make water?
Not until next day.
Oh.
It only when they
I
say
quickly run upstairs to the courting area and get some water from whatever passes for the bar up there.
Okay. While you guys are still discussing the merits of a magical jug that can create various fluids, you guys see your companion has taken matters into his own hands, procured you a jug of water. You then pour into the pool, and Myriad starts mumbling and chanting, still with the wizard hat over his face, looking at the ceiling. And eventually, he stops mid-chant and then goes, "Okay, I need one of yours hands, and hold on to the pieces of your target."
I cast Dominate Person on the elf.
Okay.
She must make a wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC on that bad boy?
16.
16. She rolled a 12 plus what is her ward save?
Oh,
We'll
no.
play 4. Oh, and she has advantage. By ancestry. Roll. Yeah, she passes.
Okay, my spell didn't work. No, Nox, it's all you.
Alright, just like we practiced.
Okay, you're gonna want to say... Eh? Eh? Okay,
I'm gonna-
you got that?
I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Okay. Well, she's unconscious.
Oh. I'm gonna stand here.
I'm just saying, the person has to be able to understand the suggestion that you're making,
That's true.
while they're a boneless puddle on the ground.
Gonna have to
Oh,
wait till
this
she
is
wakes
like-
up.
But
For
if
that.
she's unconscious, I just whisper in her ear, think about your boss! Think about your boss! Over and over again. And then force her hand into Myriad's.
Hans, you have very delicate hands.
That's not me.
Ah.
Don't worry, she's out cold still. Go!
Ah.
Scry, boy, scry!
Well, I mean, you gotta want to hurry this up. It doesn't, being unconscious for this long, it can be good for your brain. Not that we care, but still.
Think about your boss!
Okay, so Scry, let's see what modifiers they get. -10 to their save because you guys have a body part. You don't have a likeness or a picture, so that doesn't apply.
Well, we've got flaps of skin and...
Second hand, you don't know who it is, so they don't get any bonus there. You haven't met the target, no bonuses there. And you're
Well,
blind.
we sort of have met the target several times if they're clones.
You assume that's the boss? Alright, and then you're not familiar with the target, but she might be. Okay, so we total all these bad boys up. Okay. And one thing about the scry is but in a moment. So The ball swirls for a moment, clouds over, and then the surface of it slowly changes, hiding the silver bottom of it. And you see a map. Or not a map, but more of a high-level overview, like a vast landscape rendered in front of you.
That looks suspiciously like a dice pouch.
It looks suspiciously like a dice pouch. I have too many dice pouches. Where's my save? I just had it like 2 minutes ago. Locked for a reason. Where you locked? Don't be locked. Be there instead. And you guys see this appear in... Obviously without the text, but you know what I mean. You see this appear in the puddle. And you see Myriad glance down and go, "Oh! It's my home! Oh, old home. How you guys are going to old."
Neat.
Okay, less exposition, more pointy location.
Well, this is as much as I can give you this right.
Oh.
Well, at least we know where we're going. So
Yeah.
where are we going?
You're going to Icewind Dale.
Yeah,
You know, to the north. Up the
I
coast.
don't know what that is.
Oh, well, it's up the coast.
I see.
You'll be fine. You're covered in fur.
Yeah, it's, well, I would... Well... Yeah. And then you seem like... As he's like busy looking at the map, kind of like, "Oh man, haven't been home in ages. I'm so nostalgic." Then he looks over and sees an elf tit and kind of like loses concentration. The whole thing kind of wave. Boop, disappears.
The whole scry spell just becomes a boob.
Pretty much at that point.
Slap him out of it.
Sorry.
Alright, man, it's alright.
So, yeah. Dress warmly. Dress really, really, really warmly. It's very cold. That's why I moved down here, because hot.
Alright, well, excellent. We don't need her anymore. Do you guys, like, looking at the other people, do you want her to keep these, bindings? Or should I just take them off and put her back in?
They're gonna
I
just
think
like
put it back in before you take them off.
Oh, obvious.
Yeah.
What did
They
they say?
kinda
Because I
shrug.
couldn't hear.
They kind of shrug. They're like, eh.
Alright, well, I just shuck her back in and close the fucking thing.
Close
Look
it, lock
at
it, hand it back to her, to the mage. And you see the woman slowly start to stir, and then they realize she's confined, and see her
Not
make
really
a
gonna
gesture
do
with
anything.
her hands, and nothing, because she's back in an anti-magic field. You hear Hendrix. Lads, you done?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
All right then. Let's leave these ladies to their business.
Are there any other elves in the room?
No. Very tellingly, actually.
I just
Surprised you noticed that.
let's lean in. So, in the future, you need to be more subtle about, you know, the superiority complex. I know it's tough, but you have to manage it. It is difficult living with these people, I know, but you get used to it, and don't worry, our day will come. Just
I'm assuming I heard that.
Hans,
Oh
what
yeah,
are
you're
you-
standing in the
what
same
are
cell as
Oh.
Hans, what
But
are you
you-
whispering?
you know, not today.
Hey,
Oh, but don't worry. You know, just telling her that, you know,
well, she couldn't hear
She's
anything because
useless.
she's inside of a silence field, you know.
she might be able to liberate. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the blindfold kind of stops that.
Oh well, you know, just talking to myself then.
Hans.
You know,
Okay.
it's good to get your feelings out in the open sometimes, you know.
Alright.
Some Hans time. Okay. So, once more, you guys make your way to the front door. Myriad doing his pilgrimage / Hajj to get outside.
Take my hat back.
He's like, ah!
When
Glances
we're
back up.
outside,
Oh. Whew. That was uncomfortable. Okay, right. How many compasses do you want? 2 or 3?
But you know where it is now, so maybe a compass and a map.
Oh, that's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. I will do 1 compass, 1 map, and who will I have them delivered to?
I think I have the only permanent address in town.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
Well, I
sad.
mean, doesn't
No,
the
I've got
monk
one
there?
I own an
Yeah, you
apartment.
could just
here,
deliver it
so-
to him. That's
Well, I
fine.
mean, yeah, I mean, Hans is probably
Does
the
Gruff
best.
McGruff have a post box?
Who's Scuff McGruff?
Who do you live with?
Oh, Skank the Gang. No,
Skank
he
McGank,
lives on-
that's the one.
Scuff McGruff is another person.
It's his cousin.
Yes.
Very nice guy, makes an excellent goulash. Alright, so, Myriad hurries off to his little shop, uncomfortably moist in midday heat. And the rest of you are left on the street. Is there anything you gentlemen would like to accomplish before you set out on your journey?
No, not especially.
No, now that I know where we're going, I just want to make sure that I'm appropriately provisioned.
Yeah,
so,
Hans-
just making sure I've got
Hans is gonna go buy a bitching
the right
winter coat.
clothes and
Yep, buy the coat.
yeah, right clothes and provisions and all those other lovely mundane things.
Okay, besides warm clothing, which I guess is given, what other preparations do you guys take for your journey?
Maybe pop into a library and find out about the place. History of, typical weather, things to be on the watch out for.
History of Icewind Dale. The region was first populated when Northlander longships reached the area during the last century of the Ilfaran Empire.
I skip a few pages forward.
Icewind Dale is an icy tundra in the northernmost explored area of Faerun. Its only permanent settlements are known as the 10 Towns, a confederation of a number of minor settlements cooperating with each other. On the northern face of Calvin's Cairn, the only mountain in the region, is a cave where a certain emo elf known as Tris de Urden lives, or lived, I should say.
Wow, this author has an agenda.
The area has 3 lakes, and the temperature, even in the summer months, is cold enough to kill you. It is
what
also.
month is it currently?
It is currently March,
Oh, okay.
so it's one of the warmer months. So it'll only go down to like -80 or something. It's also the only known place in the world where you can find a knucklehead trout, a fish that's bones are identical to ivory in every respect. The capital of the region is the town of Bryn Shander. I don't know, do you want to read any more, or...?
No, I skip a few pages.
Okay. The inhabitants. The region was mainly populated by fishermen, craftsmen, rangers, dwarves, mining the
I
deep
skip
for
a few
minerals.
pages.
Geographical features. Lac Dinashir, Maer Dolden, and the Redwaters are the 3 lakes. The only mountain is Calvin's Cairn. The only river is the Shangarn River. And the 10 Towns has a trade route, for the lack of a better word, called the 10 Trails, that you can use to travel from Luskan to Icewind Dale, but you have to cross the spine of the mountain, which is a mountain range above Luskan, to the north of Luskan.
If the region only has one mountain, is it kind of mostly flat or hilly or tundra-ish?
Tundra-ish. It's flat and tundra-ish, I suppose, is basically. It's ice and snow. And more ice and more snow, and some ice and snow. Some ice and snow with the ice.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Any other skipping through the book?
What's the elf population like in that part of the world?
Races that inhabit it are primarily dwarves, human, remoras, white dragons, and yeti. Not really
Okay,
known
so
for its
elves
elves.
would kind of stick out.
Generally, yes.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Or will elves be in an area where even the fucking dragons are more common?
I'd like to buy a fishing pole.
The book doesn't say. You buy a fishing pole. I hope you buy something to cut through the ice so you can actually get to said fish.
Alright, I'll buy a ice knife.
Okay, Willikins. Anything else?
Do they also have the bony-eared ass fish in that?
No, unfortunately, it's only knucklehead troutfish. No bony ear fish.
Bony-eared ass fish.
The region is also known for its ivory trade, obviously, because of the fish. And gems! Fabulous gems coming from the mountain. Or beneath the mountain. So. There is also a small wooded... Or I should say, there is parts of Icewindale that are wooded. This should give you a bit of an idea. This is a picture of the mountain with some of the lakes. Something. Give you a bit of an idea of what it looks like. That is the only mountain in the region.
How horribly hideous.
Horribly hideous. Anything else, James?
Hideously horrible.
Our local creatures.
Well, most common ones are pretty much various old white dragons. Make the region their home, almost exclusively, in fact. Dwarves, humans, and the Yeti, trolls, remoras, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than the usual wolves, foxes, owls, and that kind of thing. I'm sure there are some terrible, terrible beasts, comrade, but this library book does not have bestiary for it.
This book is terrible. I put it back.
Anything else?
I just put together what we found so far and hand it with a runner to the boss, letting him know that we'll be tracking north and leaving for Icewind Dale, and that I will be sending regular communiques to him as and when possible.
Here is an important question. How are we going to get there? Are we just going to be trekking on foot? Are we going to hitch a ride?
Is there a
like
teleport circle there?
Maybe. But if there is, you don't know of it.
We find someone that do.
Sure. Make some gather information checks for me and knowledge arcana checks to see if there's any such construct in the area that you can utilize.
Yeah. Is Hans doing this alone, or are we all...
Any of you that want to ask Boot.
What would be a gather information check?
Hans, just for you. That would be something like persuasion, greasing up some people, getting some questions.
19 then.
19. Right, and anybody else gonna roll anything?
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
What is
You
teleport?
You managed to make a lady think that you're propositioning her and earn a slap for your trouble. Anything else? Mr. Mackenzie, how much did you roll?
I rolled a 10. Persuasion, hey.
Yes, plus whatever your modifiers
23.
are. 23. As far as you can tell from the various mages that in the area, there are no such constructs that you.
Check with local traders, how they get there.
Most of them tell you that they use the 10 trails as normally the easiest way to get there. You can hear the air quotes. It's a very narrow trail. Once you leave Luskan and head north, from Luskan to Icewind Dale is about 250 miles. So you can do on foot in a day. You can do about 24 miles, so 300 miles divided by 24, so unless you fall afoul of any bad weather or other things, it will take you about 13 days to get there. So just shy of 2 weeks if travel on. Most people recommend getting either some goats or donkeys if you're going to travel up there, because it's a very mountainous region. There are several types of goats that have been bred specifically for climbing the more mountainous regions that you have to go into over the spine of the world to get there. Also, it's very, very far above sea level. About 15,000 foot above sea level. So being lightheaded and becoming easily fatigued is definitely an issue that you have to worry about.
Could we look into any merchants or caravans making a trek up there and go with them, so we don't get lost?
It's the wrong kind of type of year for it going that way. Sure. Make a... what would this be? What would you gentlemen say would be a reasonable attribute or skill to roll to ask around to see if there's any caravans going up that way?
Investigation?
Investigation. Yeah, make an investigation check for me. If you guys spread it around.
Oof, 10.
12.
Else?
Yeah.
Damn you, dice!
14.
15. Okay. Unfortunately, this time of year, there aren't any caravans going up that way. Because it's the summer, so to speak. Most of the Icewind Dale inhabitants are coming down towards Luskan. Get rid of their goods, because traveling in the winter months is virtually impossible. Even the normal snowstorms are so cold that they will kill anybody out open in a matter of minutes if you're caught out on the trail. So most of the exports of Icewind Dale come down in the summer months.
I'd like to buy some boots of the Winterlands, by the way.
Have you just been scouring the magic item thing for cold resistance?
No, just I was looking at wondrous items earlier, and I'm like, oh,
How much are they?
but useless. Uncommon.
Uncommon, yeah, 500 golds.
What do they do?
Resistance to cold damage and ignore difficult terrain created by ice and snow, and it also you can tolerate negative 50 degrees.
Maybe
Fahrenheit.
everyone should get some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good idea.
We go buy the city's entire stock of them.
First two sets are easy enough to find. So we'll say Nox, you get a set. You get the first set. Who wants to get the second set?
Me.
Who was me?
Hans.
Hun. Okay. Cole and... I'll just decide. See if there's even any
Will
available.
Cole ever take off his spider climb boots, though?
No.
He doesn't need them.
Mr. McKinsey.
Yeah.
Actually, you don't even really care because you get a ring of warmth, don't you?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, so you don't even really give a shit. 1, 9, and 12. Yeah, you guys managed to find one more pair of boots.
Okay, well, I'll hold on to them as a just in case they need it for anybody.
Okay. That just leaves Cole, unfortunately, bootless in this particular case.
Oh well, I have fur.
Yeah, fair. Alright. Anything else you gents want to get? Or shall we sit down?
Quick question. I have a spell called Find Steed.
Yes.
And I summon a giant goat as my steed.
Fuck it, sure. Why not? Why
Excellent.
the fuck not?
It's slower than a warhorse, but it's a goat.
It's a goat. Yes, you're not going to be charging anybody with a lance, but you sure as fuck will climb those mountains.
Yup.
Okay, anything else?
No, yeah.
That's it for me.
Bo, you good?
Hans is good.
Hans is good. And what about the other characters you got? Lauren?
Yeah, I think we're good for now.
Okay. How much food are you guys taking with you? Because we're going to be doing it day by day. How many weeks? Remember, it's about 2 weeks trip there, 2 weeks back, so about a month.
I was having a look here. Is there a place, I'm going to assume that given Luskan's size, there should be a place where we can rent a cart. Ideally, if possible, bearing in mind that on the first day already, the guy whose carriage we used, I told him to come and see me. Let me go and speak to my newest member of my network, find out where we can get a cart, and
you could probably just buy a cart, to be honest with you.
Well, then I'll buy a cart, and it's just to get an appropriate engine, as it were, to pull it. And then I'll speak to the boss and load up on the necessary foodstuff and supplies to get us there.
Okay, what kind of engine are you looking to hitch up to your car?
What is generally considered to be a reliable steed or means of transport to cross the
I mean,
Spine
most people
Tunnel?
literally just carry like big bulky packs, like groups of porters, because at some point you literally have to climb the mountain face to get to the other side. So generally speaking, horses only can take you so far. Like, they'll cut your initial journey shorter while you're still in the coastal lands, but once you start getting into the mountainous regions, they become more of a liability than.
So we can therefore, it would therefore be safe to assume that there is some kind of last way station on the way there. Then would that be?
There are little, what would you call them, blockhouses scattered next to the road. They're generally not maintained by any specific lord or institution, but it's generally considered good luck to leave something behind if you take something from them. You never know what you're going to find there. There might not necessarily be food, but whenever somebody basically stumbles into it from, the snow, they'll generally leave something behind if they eat some food or the water. Use some of the blankets or whatever the case might be. It's more of an informal thing that sprung up in the last couple.
Okay.
How about a bunch of huskies and some sleds?
Your huskies can climb mountains?
Oh, sled dogs.
Goat skis.
Sled, dude.
I mean, they could probably climb on their own, but probably not while they're, pulling a sled.
You guys have bags of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Well,
going to fill
they're
mine with
not
rations.
Yeah, screw it. Just gonna stock up on food we need, dump it in the bag, and off we go.
I'm just saying, you guys do have a bunch of empty bags of holding.
Very true.
Oh, by the way, because of my fine steed thing, it's technically not just an animal, it's a spirit.
Yes.
It is celestial, fae, or fiend, which I'm just gonna, I don't fucking know, keep it celestial. And
Demon goat.
No, well, I mean, demon goat.
The black goat with 1,000 young, yes?
Its intelligence is also 6 if it's less than 6, and gains the ability to understand one language of your choice. So I'm just gonna make it speak common.
Understand. Okay.
Demon goat that speaks common.
No, understands. Can't actually speak.
Oh yeah,
Understand
shit,
you,
you're right.
To it.
Right, I got like stripped on the one language of your choice that you can speak. But no, it gains the ability to understand one language.
Okay. So,
It still just at me.
on a Wednesday, you interrogate Naked Elf. On a Friday morning, having mysteriously bought out almost the entire magic item stock of the city, and making a bunch of merchants fabulously wealthy in the process.
Also, suddenly, giant goat that's walking around because it's basically the size of a buffalo.
The four of you meet at the northern gate of Luskan and get ready to set out on the road towards Isendale. The three of you are quite surprised when you see your companion, Cole, for the first time. His enormous form, now wearing the close-fitting plates of a full set of articulate plate, the color of a cast-over sky, almost like somebody caught smoke inside of the steel and polished it to almost mirror sheen.
Damn, son.
Riding the most
time.
glorious steed, a giant goat.
Riding a giant goat. Somewhat spoiling the effect of the armor. But hey. So, for our first day of travel, what marching order are you gentlemen going to be in? Is the first question. Who's going to be taking point? Who's going to be at the rear?
I will be safely in the middle.
I'll be in the front with the goat.
In the
take
front with the
middle.
goat.
I'll
Who's-
take up rear guard then.
And I will have my owl out, flying around,
Alright.
looking
You guys make-
bad.
You guys make quite a bit of a stir leaving town. I mean, it's not every day you see a bugbear wearing full plate. Never mind riding a ginormous fucking goat from the pits of hell. And Hans is looking a little bit worse for wear. He's pale, almost translucent
Nah.
skin. You know, rocking that elvish style. And Nox, what form are you taking for your trip?
Human.
Just packing a normal human face,
Mm-hmm.
nondescript. All right. So we set out from Luskan, leaving city behind you, heading for the mountain. I would like all of you to roll a d20 for me, and then I would like for you guys. Each of you must pick something that you're going to focus on during this journey. Like, who's going to be the person that's going to be doing most of your scouting? Who's going to be doing your navigation? Each of you will basically pick a role for the trip between the four of you. Who's going to stand first watch or stand guard in the evenings? Who's going to be doing the cooking? That kind of thing.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 5.
I got a 7.
In this particular instance, rolling low is actually good for you guys. So good job.
I'll be doing the cooking, I guess.
I have no pluses to the perception, but then again, I do have an actual map, so... Now, should I do scouting?
Up to you
Can
guys.
my owl roll for scouting?
Yes, your owl can roll for scouting. He has his own initiative order and everything.
5.
Okay.
Well,
Your first thing passes uneventfully.
Oh, I also I have Lemon's tiny hut that I can do now.
Oh, that'll help you guys a whole lot. How much is Lehman's? It's like 8 hours, right?
I'm trying to find it again.
And you do
Sure,
it.
tiny
Okay.
hut. Tiny hut, come here.
Come here.
Lehman's tiny hut. 8 hour.
It's a
10
ritual,
for-
right?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's
Yes.
a ritual. 8 hours.
Okay. Alright, that's fair. So, who here is going to be your navigating for you guys?
what would you rely on for the navigation in terms of
It's
skill?
going to be survival and knowledge nature.
Okay, so
Yeah, Hans is a city
definitely
boy.
not me.
I'm not proficient either.
Fuck.
I can try survival.
Yeah, I can try and navigate.
We're all gonna die.
Okay,
I shall
We're still-
roll for navigation.
We're still
What's the
inside of
highest-
the city. Hans is just, we're gonna die! Oh god!
what is the highest nature between the lot of you?
4.
Oh, highest in nature. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do that.
My nature is +5, survival is +3.
Okay, anybody else with higher rolls than that?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so that would be me doing the navigating then.
Okay, so your first day, you set course for the mountain. Easy enough. You know that the first stop on your way there is going to be the village of Fireshear. And you need to, it's on the coast. Before you're going to be veering up more northerly towards the actual spine of the world. I would like you to please make a survival check for me, and then followed by a nature check.
Okay, survival check was 7, that's not great.
Sure, you failed a DC 10 check. Okay, next.
Nature is 12.
He's done it.
Okay. That 12 does it. Alright, so, first day, there's occasionally people on the road, you stop, you're a people person, you question them, and generally speaking, they speak you set you straight. Unfortunately, as opposed to the 24 miles you would have covered on your first day of travel on these good roads and excellent weather, you only managed to cover 18 miles.
Okay.
You have to stop every so often. Poor Hans is freaking out a little bit. He's got some agoraphobia going on with all the wide open vistas and nature and lack of buildings.
Just he's got such a delicate constitution. I thought he could do with some fresh air.
Exactly. But you managed to successfully guide your way there.
Also, I heard what he said in the dungeon.
Ah. So, you guys stop for the evening. And Hans, you will be doing the cooking, yeah?
In my tiny hut.
In your tiny hut? Who's going to be standing guard?
I will. I am the most perceptive of all.
And my owl will help.
And your owl will help. Okay.
Well, I suspect. I think I am most aware of my surroundings. I think.
All right. And who's taking second watch?
I'll take second watch.
All right. Third watch is going to be?
I guess Hans.
All right. Roll a d20 for me, Eric.
I'll put an alarm spell down.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
I know
just if you're in a hut,
everything that happened. I know what is going to happen in 8 hours because I can perceive it in the very movement of the grass blade.
You do perceive what's going to happen in 8 hours. In 8 hours, it's probably going to rain. Second watch. Roll for me your perception check, please.
Okay, who's on second watch?
Nox,
13.
I believe. 13. Nox.
Okay.
It's as if called.
Yeah?
As if called by your compatriot. The rain starts. Your watch passes.
It was going to start right.
Relatively miserably. Hans, your turn.
Oh,
Outside in the cold, all alone in the vet.
I have my owl.
Owl.
13.
13. Alright. Night passes uneventfully. Start your morning bright and clear with the rain just clearing up just before daybreak, leaving you soaked, cold, somewhat miserable, but more importantly, alive and unambushed and not murdered.
Yay!
You've done it.
You've done
one.
it. Day
we
one.
done, boy.
Hans, you did it! You survived a full day out in...
Hans is already
Out in the
starting to look
wild.
like a crazed bushman.
He's growing a beard, even
Yeah.
though normally, elves don't even grow beards, and a bit of stubble going on. Alright, so, second day of travel. You guys set out once more, early morning onto the track. Now that you're getting further away from the city, heading in a northerly direction, most of the passerbys we went past were people coming down from the mountains heading towards Luskan itself, and now you guys don't even have those. And by mid-morning, you're all huffing and puffing a bit. It is hot and muggy as hell. You're still near the coast of Luskan, passing through the heavily wooded areas. And ahead of you, ahead of the muddy track that you call the road that you've been following, you see a figure standing stock still in the middle of the road, her hands resting on what appears to be a greatsword, tipped down in the mud at her feet, standing casually, armored in full plate, waiting.
Does she have a helmet?
She does have a helmet, and is currently resting in the crook of her arm. She is not wearing it at the moment.
Is there anybody hiding in the woods around us? Do I perceive anything?
Do this as the track.
Passively.
Following. You glance around, make a perception check for me. Passively, no, you don't spot anything, but you're welcome to see if you spot anything.
26.
You're pretty damn sure that she's alone.
How do those ears look? They pointed?
Very pointed.
Oh, hello!
Okay, give me a second. I'm just throwing
She
some
must
shitty.
be shitting herself looking at Hans right now. Because elves don't look like that.
These are just trees seen from the top. Excuse my shitty trees.
No, I shall not excuse you.
Sorry.
Luskan bull tree.
Yes. Extremely dangerous tree and species.
Oh god, is it like that fucking Australia tree that like hits you, you feel pain for the next 2 years?
Yep. So we'll put you guys in your marching order down where you're marching up from. I will grab a token quickly. Just standing in the middle of the road, watching. You guys are about 60 feet away at the moment. Quite a distance still. She's just waiting placidly.
If she tries to rob us, I only have traveler's checks.
Oh. Are we...
There's the more keen-eyed amongst you now see that she's sporting a... Not a grin exactly, but you can see the corners of her mouth are pulling up a little bit at your hesitancy.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking.
Yeah, just keep walking, you know?
Okay. You guys make your way forward. And when you get to about 30 feet away from her,
Everything collapsed.
you see her take one hand off the sword and you see her reach inside of her armor and then pull out a handkerchief, a white handkerchief. Now that you're a little bit closer, you can see that she's sporting dark red, dark brown, almost reddish hair, a little bit unusual for an elf. And her face is pallid, almost grayish. You know, I was expecting you somewhat earlier than you've...
Okay. And you are?
Good day to you, milady.
Hello.
You may call me Halith. I've been sent to... Well, I've been sent to stop your task, one way or another.
Sorry, what's her name? I didn't catch
Halithrim.
the left one.
Can you not?
Oh no, you
That
under
would be most inconvenient.
Are you under the supremacy?
I am a servant of my lord.
So that's a yes then.
Aren't all elves? I now look at Hans. Aren't all elves kind
Oh
of
yes,
self-supremacy?
but some are more overt than others.
Oh, I see. So you're like the closet, basically.
Oh no, I hate dwarves.
Well, yes. Okay.
I mean, everyone hates dwarves.
And you know that the mongrel we travel with. But you know, strange bedfellows and all that.
Oh yes.
Wow.
I assume.
Wow.
Oh please, you're used to it.
She kind of like looks at you.
He kind of does make a valid point there. I just sort of like shrug my shoulders and just like, well, what the fuck ever.
I'm sure you've heard worse.
So
Yes,
what are
my
your
dear,
business
I've
here?
heard all.
So they're stopping.
She's just kind of like looking at you lot, just like, okay, these are not the people she expected. She's like, you know, from your conversation, I judged you to be the wrong group, but how many bugbears in armor could there really be traveling in the company of a pale elf? So I'm going to assume...
Surprising. I am going to try and bullshit her here. A surprising amount. You would be surprised at the number of bugbears and elves floating around this part of the world, young.
Yeah, it's true. Just the other day, somebody fought this with some other people.
She looks at you and then goes, lie.
Oh, please.
Well, I mean,
God, that was like a 20 deception roll.
Yes, and she can innately sense lies.
Well, shit.
also, outside of Bugbear and, a pale elf, there's also the fact of demonic goat.
And the
Which,
Monaco.
yeah, which I'm, currently still astride, because why would I dismount my fucking goat? It's amazing.
I honestly can't tell whether your buffoonery is simply a mask, or if you've somehow stumbled into all these successes. The way they talk about you, I was expecting a much more competent.
Well,
A little both.
You were plenty competent.
That remains to be seen.
Well,
They
I
come with
mean,
a little-
we have killed quite a few of your compatriots.
They're not my compatriots.
Okay, co-workers.
They're nothing
I
to.
sort of, would I be remiss in assuming that there is no way we could settle this matter peaceably, is there?
Why do you think I come under the white flag of truce? I come with an offer. My lord bids you stand aside, travel somewhere far away, and leave this matter between your city lord and us. We will even pay you a handsome sum to do so. Or stay behind. I will trample you to the dust.
Yeah, the problem is that it's
You see, we
I've
kind
already
of got
been
attacked
paid.
by...
Yeah.
We already got.
See, I'm kind of in a unique position because your compatriots kind of hired what would be a rather radical group of elves who don't particularly care for the nuances of your terms, and they will hunt me down regardless.
Oh no. My lord's word is law. If he tells them to let a mongrel like you continue sullying this world, they will abide by it.
The M word again.
But it's a good word. It sums you up nicely.
Alright, well, outside
Even
of
you, race traitor,
Oh,
will be
please.
left.
Anyway, outside of what our politics is, what is the game plan? I mean, it's kind of obvious we're not gonna take your thing, so.
I would really prefer it if you do. I would hate
Oh,
to
I mean,
encourage violence.
one of those guys told me some stuff happening, and it's kind of bad bojo to only get deal and all that.
Yeah, it's bad business.
If you persist in traveling the road you're traveling now, I will have to take you to the task. If you kill me, if she makes that if sound like it's extremely unlikely. If you somehow manage to kill me, they will know where you are, they will find you, they will hound you. If you do not kill me, I will tell them where you are. They will find you, they will hound you. You will not reach these mountains alive.
A moment, please.
Yeah, Team Huddle.
She gestures with a
if you don't mind.
Of course, we are nothing if not civilized.
Thank you. How are we going to kill her?
I don't know.
And also, before they start talking, I kind of maneuver my goat, in between her, so she can't see as these other folks are talking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could banish her, and then we could put a bunch of spells on the ground when she comes back.
True, and when there is always the T-Rex option as well. Could always go nuclear too.
Well, I think there's very little chance of us having a fight here.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to avoid that here. I sort of stick my head out and look at it. Excuse me, Miss?
Helithrim.
Helithrim, my apologies. Do you, perchance, have any type of or any form of magical ability at all? Just curious.
Why would she tell
And
you
I'm
that?
genuinely curious.
She looks at you. I'm a servant of my lord. I have access to certain gifts.
Look
Yes.
at her. The
Ah,
armor,
okay.
the swords.
All right.
Quite clearly a
Thank you.
paladin.
So very thank you. We needed this information as part of our deliberation process. I apologize for disturbing you. We will be with you shortly, man.
She smiles somewhat.
Back into total. Okay, yeah, she can cast spells. We're fucked.
I can counter spell. Yeah, we should probably just look like we're gonna go like yeah, and then all just go fuck you and
Yeah,
hit
she
her
didn't
at
believe me when I
once.
tried to
Nice little
bullshit.
surprise.
She didn't believe me when I tried to bullshit her. So,
Okay, then we just break, huddle, and kill.
Yeah, on three.
Yeah, murder on three. Everyone, hands in the middle.
Give me a moment.
Okay,
okay.
hold off.
I would like to just take the scenario, like, she's over there alone, just her, right? That we can't see anywhere else.
Just standing there
And
with their one
we don't
Okay.
perceive anybody else.
Okay, so for a second I would also...
roll perception checks if you want to. I'm not.
No, what I would... this is probably completely pointless, but I'd like to check my bases. I would like to do divine sense. Is there any celestial fiends or undead anywhere nearby?
Yes, there is an undead nearby.
Is it right in front of me? Or
Yes,
my left?
yes, it is.
Guys, it's undead. That thing over there's undead.
Oh, neat.
While we were deliberating, could I have been casting Detect Magic as a ritual?
Well, it's only a third.
Sure.
The very long deliberation.
Yeah, just long deliberation.
Hold
Looks
on,
very basic.
hold on. We're gonna have some lunch.
Very well.
Do you want anything?
I'm fine, thank you.
You sure I've got sandwiches?
She looks like a moment like she's considering, and then she's like,
It's dwarf. It's meat.
I'll pass.
So
Okay,
any
you're
magic
lost.
within 30 feet of us?
You feel a couple of things radiant magic from where she's standing.
Anything around us, though, as well, like to the left and right
No.
and behind.
Nothing. Appears to be a perfectly ordinary forest.
Would you like anything to drink? Like beer, wine, holy water?
No, thank you, my lanky friend. You do appear to be stalling somewhat.
I mean,
like
these
to know
guys
your
like
answer
to-
soon.
Yes, of course. So, you guys fucking church.
Can I poke my head out and ask you real quick? Are you here alone?
Yes, I am bound by my oaths. We do not lie.
Okay. So, gents, murder on three.
Yeah, Cole, I
Game plan.
can get you very, very close, very, very quickly. If that's cool with you.
Which one are you talking to?
Cole, you.
Why would I want to get really close to her really fast?
To smack her very quickly.
Well, I mean, I have my horse. I have my mouth.
I did not
Goat.
know you were proficient in mounted combat.
Well, I mean, how hard can it be?
Oh, those are that famous last words. Yeah, so murder.
Well, whatever. If you want to do it, I'll just keep the goat away. I mean, it's just a goat. Can't really fight.
Well, up to you. If you charge on the goat, or I get you next to her.
Well, it's up to you. Depends if you think
Well,
that
you're the one going to be in mortal danger. With
Well, all will be in mortal danger with her.
So while you guys are doing this, will you guys just give me initiative so long so I can set that up while you deliberate?
Oof, I
Wow,
Natural
that's a
20.
4.
Hmm.
Where is my tag?
Initiative 19.
Put yourselves on the initiative tracker. Or on
7.
there. Natural 20. I will start at the top. Unless anybody else rolls a natural 20, then we can compare.
I did
dexterity.
roll a natural 20.
What is dexterity, comrade modifier? And hers is +1. So you go first.
Got him.
Got him. Okay.
I just say, look, well, whatever, let's do your thing, Hans. And I dismount and like kick the goat, like well, not really kick, just like tell the goat to go a bit far away from combat.
Lauren, back it on you. Lauren, what is your initiative?
19.
19. So you're going to be at the top above Hans, correct?
Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, as soon as Lady gets back, we'll start the room. So, game plan. You guys all good in the hood?
Murder.
Murder.
Yeah.
All right.
As is our way.
As is your way.
Probably cause a lot of destruction.
Yeah, these trees are fucked.
These trees
Yeah,
are
pretty much.
burned.
At least it's a little wet right now.
Yeah.
Well, let's put it this way. Currently, it is a forest that we're walking through, yes?
Well, for now.
Yeah, I was just going to point out, by the time we're done, people are going to probably wind up referring to this as the crater of something or other.
Oh, yeah.
The reconstruction efforts will be long and hard.
It will be. It will be something where people are going to go, "What the fuck happened here?"
Okay. As soon as Lady drops in, then we will get started. Okay. Surprised nobody took the money. You guys have taken the easy way out so far every time. I'm kind of surprised you didn't this time.
It's bad business.
Well, the thing is, the boss has got me on retainer, and you know, he's kind of looked after. So.
I've already handed out business cards.
He also knows if we're lying, so
I'm back.
Okay, so we will get.
Okay, everyone. Hands in the middle. Neither on free.
Okay. So.
Yeah, that's a funeral dirge that you're playing, so how screwed are we here?
So, Nox, starting at the top of the round, what are your actions?
well, I'll just go with the. We've come to a decision, and I'm gonna shoot her with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
All right.
That'll be quite a succinct.
That'll be a thing. Make your attack roll for me, please.
Seems very happy about my attack roll. 20 not natural and 28.
20 and 28. Both of those barely hit. Roll your damage for me.
$18.
18 points of damage.
And I'm gonna move back 30 feet.
Okay, and you're pushing her back 20 feet, right? Or are you not pushing her?
I'm not pushing her. Leaving her there.
Okay, both bolts slam into her. You can see her actually use the helmet to deflect one of the strikes partially. As she lifts it up, settles the helmet on her head, and you just see now it has got a visor slit, no nose guard or anything. And she goes, inclines her head to you after the strike, picks the sword's blade up off the ground and goes, very well then. Somehow suspected this course of action you would pick. Have it you then.
I mean, it was pretty obvious.
Indeed. But I did as my lord commanded, and bade you stand aside. In her turn, she's going to throw the greatsword at you.
That sounds painful.
At me?
What?
Yep, going to throw the greatsword at you.
Alright, I think she has disadvantage, unless it's a spell.
Nope, not in her case. She just throws it, basically like... throws that shit at you guys. It's going to land skittering on the ground here by Cole and his friend.
Oh, I thought it was at me.
He's just throwing it towards the group.
Oh no! Oh no! This. I think this is bad.
Yeah, we've had this dance before.
Have you? So she throws the sword. You see her mutter something in Elvish under her.
What
breath?
is she saying?
She goes, "Dance." The only word she says.
Oh.
and suddenly the blade flies straight up 30 feet into the air before slamming down on the ground, trying to impale you, Cole. What is your armor class on your bugbear? Bugbear Aroni. Let me grab a dice. I will roll out the open. Okay, so roll the die. Okay. Bonus 10. Whew, that is very bad. Okay, the sword misses, slamming into the ground and actually vibrating in place, sinking up almost to the hilt into the soft earth next to you. The first thing she does, as soon as she's thrown it as her bonus action, is you see her start casting a spell on herself. One that you are very familiar with. She cast... Okay, she mutters something under her breath and casts a spell on herself. Those of you who want to make Arcana checks are welcome to do so.
Yes.
And then she starts walking towards you.
26.
9.
Anything above a 14. She has caused death ward on herself.
Okay, I was just going to say, could I not use my cutting words reaction because she's performing an action, because it's a reaction? Or can that only be done after I've had my turn for the first?
No, you can use this as a reaction, but it's normally only in response to attacks and things against you and such.
Can I counter spell?
Yeah, well, it's an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll, yeah.
Yeah, she's not doing any of that. She's literally just casting a buff on herself.
Yeah.
Yes, Hippo, you can use your reaction to cast a counterspell if you wish. Make a counterspell roll.
Okay. What's the DC?
Roll and we'll see.
What do I add to this?
Nothing, just a roll.
Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. Oh,
Intelligence bonus.
it's 10.
Fortunately not high enough, the spell goes through.
I really need to learn counter.
Counterspell is a very useful little ability. Okay. Then, in the remainder of her move action, you see her hold out her right hand, and a blade materializes. And shaped like a long sword, made out of some kind of fire. That is her turn done. Next up,
Wonderful.
we have Lauren. Your turn. What would
So roughly how far away is she?
She's now about 10 feet away from your little group.
Okay, awesome. So I'm just making sure I've got a clear line of sight, and she's gonna eat lead.
Alright. Roll your attack rolls.
First attack is 20.
That's a hit. Second attack? Or do you not have a second attack?
No, I do. I'm just using the paper box, so I do have a second attack. I'm just rolling the damage for the first one. Max damage, 12.
How much is that in total?
Second attack, second attack misses. It's only 10 to hit.
Okay. And how much is the damage?
Yeah, grand total is 12.
And minus 12 points of damage. Right. Anything else?
Draw my long sword.
And draw
My
your long
free
sword. Okay, going full Warhammer 40k on this bitch. Okay.
Well, I can hit like a Mack truck now, so yes.
Hans. Your turn. What would you like to do?
Cole, I didn't expect her to just start walking. Peace. I misty step into a tree.
Okay.
Whoop.
Alright, you can still cast a cantrip if you
Yeah,
want.
and then I'm gonna attempt to toll the dead. Wisdom saving throw 16.
Wisdom saving throw 16. As long as she rolls a 3 or higher, she should be fine.
Oh.
It's 26 to resist.
Yeah, it's a bit... Yeah, I think she might pass.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's good. I'm good. I'm in a tree.
Okay, you're in the tree. Excellent. Make a acrobatics roll for me, Hippo. See if you fuck out of the tree.
Acrobatics?
He is.
8.
8.
Ooh.
You fall out of the tree.
Oh shit!
You are prone beneath the tree, but it's not high enough to take the damage. Okay.
I hope she didn't see that.
She's like, I totally saw that. Cole,
Shit.
your turn.
Alright, so there's this sword over here. So I'm gonna move a little bit, like, awkwardly around. I don't know what that is, and I'm not gonna take a risk. And I move within 10 feet of her.
All right.
And I would like to make a vow of enmity.
Oh
Bonus
my.
action, you utter a vow of enmity against a creature you can see within 10 feet, and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 HP or falls unconscious.
Oh my. Okay.
Then I would like to slap her. Twice.
Okay. Attack her with your pole arm.
That is a 12 plus 8, so lots. And it's at level 11 plus 8, so 19.
19 misses, 20 hits.
Alrighty. And what type of fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ, I already forgot what type of damage this thing is. I haven't used it for so long.
You
One
know
D
tables
nine.
around here.
Biting shit and chewing it and...
That is a
You have
10.
Ooh, nice.
Plus 4, so 14.
14 points of damage. You smiting or anything, or just straight attack?
Oh, no. Oh shit, I just realized. I should have rolled those with that advantage.
Oh yeah, you can roll the...
Because of my enmity. Well, that didn't help though, because it was a 1.
Okay.
So I still want to hit.
Okay, 1 hit.
So yeah,
Does
that's
some damage.
14, and that's my turn.
That's your turn.
Yep.
Okay, Nox, your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to. I'm gonna shoot her with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Alright. Go for it.
19 and 29.
19 and 29. 29 hits. Roll damage.
It's a lot of armor class. 15.
15 points of damage. Yeah, man.
And then I'm
Okay.
gonna move back another 30 feet. See you.
Okay. Back away. You see her, like, kind of sag a little bit. You guys have managed to score a couple of deep gashes into her, courtesy of your friends Pepperbox and Pole Arm and Eldritch Blast. And you see her smile a bit sadly, and she's like, well, it looks like you're patient. Pity that this is where your story will end. In her turn, Thor's going to approach you, Lilorn.
Fuck.
It's going to make 2 attacks against you.
Yeah.
I need...
Armor class, don't even bother because she's gonna hit.
Oh, we'll see. Maybe I'll roll a 1. First one is 12 to hit. Second one is 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. So that's a hit. And damage on this bad boy is 2d6 plus 5. So...
Is that thing considered a creature?
No,
Okay.
it's not considered creature comrade.
I had to ask.
Okay, and she's also going to smite and branding smite. At the same time.
Wait, what?
Yep. So, branding smite is 4d6.
Oh, no.
And her weapon is 2d6, and then smite's damage is...
Oh yeah, because you cast a spell and just smite. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Smite. Where's my smite? My smite.
My smite.
My smite, lady. How much is the smite damage for level 4 spell, lady?
Smite damage for a level 4 spell.
1d4. 1d4. 1d4.
Fuck, where's my smite?
Divine Smite, here we go. 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for each spell damage higher than the first.
Maximum is 5d8.
5d8. So I need a 5d8. Let me grab some d8s quickly. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. That
Oh,
is
there are too
49 points of damage to you, Mr. Leloran.
Yes, yes. Leloran is he not looking so good.
Looking
Yikes.
pretty bad. Then
Yeah.
in her turn, she's going to spread her legs out, putting one foot in front of the other. Take the blade she's got in her hands, and she's going to settle into some kind of dueling stance against you, Cole.
Okay, I see. So she's probably trying.
Okay, that is her turn. Lauren, your turn. Attack of opportunity unless you disengage. Or if you
How
have
does
some kind
disengaging work?
of... Disengage is an action. So you can't use an attack or anything else.
Okay. No,
But you
no,
don't provoke an attack of opportunity if you do
okay.
use it.
No, I shall stay where I am and fire another 2 shots with my pepper box at her.
Okay, go for it.
First attack is 21 to hit.
Hits. Second one.
Second one is 24 to hit.
For the sake of brevity, if you guys roll higher than a 20 to hit, you will hit her.
Okay.
20 or higher.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll your damages, sir.
No, that is... 10 is 16 damage total.
16 total. Alright. Track that off. 2 shots slam into her, punching through the dark plate she's wearing. And you can see her actually, her back leg give out a little bit, and she staggers before righting herself. And you can now see that there is dark blood trickling and dripping from the joints in the plate from where your shots have rained her. In places, it's actually crumpled from where it's been hit by your compatriot's Eldritch Blast. Hans, your turn.
Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Hans is just gonna stand up in his bush and cast Mirror Image.
Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Clones appear around yourself, mimicking your actions. Anything else?
No, that's
Thank you.
yeah, that's Hans.
That's Hans. Okay. Cool. Next up, we've got Cole. What would you like to do,
Alright.
Cole?
Yeah, so let's go for Smack Extraordinaire. Even though she's probably gonna do some weird bullshit. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark her as a bonus action.
Jesus. Okay. Maximum.
Yeah. What is that dueling thing? If I attack her, will I get disadvantage? I'm going to attack her. I just need to know if I'm
No.
gonna roll.
You can just roll your dice.
Sorry?
You can just roll your dice as normal.
Okay. Without advantage because of her dueling stat.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That is definitely not a hit, but the 17 is a hit. So that is
That's
a 1d10 plus 1d6. With a total of, wow, not great, 7.4 plus 4 damage.
11 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Don't
managed
get like
to...
a third bonus whale with the back end of your thing hit maneuver?
I do, but that's a bonus action, and I use the bonus action for my hunter's.
Okay.
Alright. You actually managed to shear a big chunk of the plate off. And you see below it the flesh that is exposed is puckered, covered in scars, and you have no idea how she's even still standing. Because a lot of the scars look like they're very, very old.
Alright.
She bares her teeth a little bit at you. Nox, your turn.
How are she looking? Like a little bit of a...
She's looking pretty fucked up. She's been blasted, sliced, shot, bludgeoned. She's not looking that good at the moment.
I'm gonna shoot her with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
I would never have guessed. Roll your attack.
Missing a hit.
Okay.
28 and 13. 7 damage.
7 points of damage. Another blast slams into her and actually rips one of the greaves off of her, staggering her. She manages to keep her feet just barely. Just barely.
Alright, that's me.
Right. In her turn, she is going to probably finish off Leloran.
Yeah, pain.
Okay, Leloran. Sword's going to make 2 attacks against you.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn, natural 1. That's 11 to hit and 19 to hit.
Armor class 15.
Okay, 1 connects.
But doesn't the natural 1 cancel out the other attacks? Just stupid mechanics question.
No, unfortunately not.
Fuck.
Critical
Why would
fumbles
he?
are still just misses.
Oh.
Oh, is that an older mechanic where if you rolled a 1 on one of your attacks, all of your attacks?
If you critically fumbled an attack roll, you couldn't take any further action for the round.
Oof.
Yeah. Well, some of the older editions were a little bit harsh, where 5% of the time your shit just didn't work.
Yeah, I assume that's why they got rid of it. Just fucking, I am the master fucking
Swordsman.
swordsman. Oh, 5% chance every time I fucking swing my sword for me to fuck up. Maybe that's why, like, all kinds of media, when you like have this like super old master who like barely ever attacks, not because they're just like old or tired or just so mastered, they're because they're trying to avoid that 5% chance to fuck up.
Pretty much exactly that. She's going to smite you lightly for a 13 points of damage from the blade itself.
Okay, I'm still
And then
standing, but barely.
but she's also going to burn a 3rd level smite. Going to hit you for another 4d8 since that's connected,
Fuck!
which is 19 points of damage.
Okay, that's... Okay.
Not melted yet.
Is that 19 in total?
13 plus, what was it?
No,
13 plus
was it?
8 plus 5 was 13. So it's 13 plus... 13
19
plus
at the end. So
19.
is that 19 total, or...
So it's, no, it's 13 plus 19, so it is...
Okay,
32.
I'm down. I'm negative. Not negative 10, but I'm down.
Okay. Comrade Lauren goes down.
As long as it isn't massive damage.
Move action. Flank you. Actually, no. She's going to start moving the thing towards... Where is Nox? Nox.
All the way over there.
Yeah, he's like 90 feet away from her.
She's going to start moving that towards... That's got a base movement speed of 50 feet around. So start going your direction.
Whatever that thing is.
It's a great sword. Magic weapon. It is literally a sword. Then, that's her action for her attacks. Her smite is not done. Actually, hold on. Can I do more damage?
No,
No.
you may not.
Just
You
but,
may not.
leave it alone! Leave it alone!
Fine.
Let me
That's it.
let me have what's
That's
left
her
of
for
my
now. She's
dignity.
going to maintain her Weaver stance, Liddy.
Alright.
Okay, that is her done. Oh man, I could have hit you with even more. I didn't realize that. You don't actually, you don't even have to use a bonus action to smite. You just expend a spell slot. Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Right, so that brings us to who's next to initiative. Lauren, I'd like you to make a death saving throw for me. Please.
So how does that work?
Roll a d20. If you roll 10 or higher, you get a success. If you roll 10 or less, you get a fail. Once you're on 3 fails, you die.
Oh!
If you roll a
that was
double,
one.
if you roll a 1, it's 2 failures, right, Hippo? Am I
Yeah.
right with that?
Okay,
So
well, that was a 1.
That's how
Well, I've
Barnaby
got
died.
one more chance next round, if you guys don't...
One more
block.
chance next round, unless somebody drops a heal on you, which will nullify the death
Nice.
saves and bring you back up to full HP, well, to 1 HP,
Okay.
or however many HP you get. Okay. So, that is her. Hans, your turn.
How far away is Lauren?
From where you are currently, you were standing next to him when you teleported. What's the range of your Misty Step? 30 feet, right?
Give or take, yeah. I think.
Yes, 30 feet.
You're 30 feet away from him.
I won't waste a spell. I'll just run across the road.
Alright.
And then pour a potion in him. Let
Righty.
me roll that.
Okay, give him some HPs. I'll say that's a movement and a bonus action. That leaves you with an action and a...
15.
Okay,
Yay.
Lauren,
Two
chill,
HP.
life flood back into you. You are... I don't think you go into negatives, right, guys? You just go
No.
to 0, and
Yeah.
then so you'll
Yeah.
go back onto 15 now.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
I still have an action, you say?
Yes, you still have an action remaining.
Oh.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Other than that, the loudest. It's not all of us.
Well, it's never gone wrong in the past. Actually, no. How far away is Cole from her?
From her, from you. He's 10 feet away from her. They've
Alright.
kind of been maintaining the distance. He's got superior reach, but she's using some kind of stance
Alright,
against
sweet.
him.
Hans puts up a wall of force around her.
A wall of force.
Yeah.
Isn't that just a wall?
No, it's a wall of force. That you literally can't get any physical things through.
Any physical things?
It does say nothing can physically pass through the wall.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I hide
Is she going to
behind
save
Lauren.
of some kind?
No, because it doesn't affect her.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
just
let's
it's
do
just
it.
a wall.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Neat.
then I hide behind Lauren with all my mirror images.
You hide behind him with your mirror images.
Yeah.
Okay. Visible orb begins resistant. The wall appears any orientation, horizontal, vertical barrier at any angle. You can form it into a hemispherical dome or a sphere with a radius of 10 feet. You can shape a flat surface. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing can physically pass the wall. Immune to all damage. Can't be dispelled by dispel magic. Oh, but a disintegrate spell destroys the wall instantly.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
She casts disintegrate.
Not quite.
How can
Okay,
we-
not quite.
It also extends into the ethereal plane.
Yeah, I saw that bit. I was like, some bitch. Okay. That's fine. Anything else can do now?
You even attack inside of the thing.
No.
Nope. You
Time
can't
to-
attack her and she can't attack you.
Time to regroup!
Cole, your turn.
Can't take her now.
Just get it in when you can.
What the
Or
fuck?
magic, I don't know.
The goddamn sword will kill us now. You've made her fucking immune. You've hated her.
Run away!
You hear her start giggling giggling, but like softly laughing to herself with your...
Shut up!
I'm sorry, it's just so... very difficult to... avoid.
Big stonk. Big
By
stonk.
all meat. I understand we have a few minutes before this wall descends.
Well, 10 minutes.
I don't normally give people the chance, but would you like to reconsider my offer? I'm nothing if not reasonable.
So the sword can still move and murder us.
You see her like gently lift one hand and like point at Nox, and you see the sword like kind of like slide forward.
So nothing
Back
can
at
get
the
out
same
of that thing physically, correct?
Correct.
Can things move inside of it? No.
Can
Or
these
things can't.
physical
No,
things from the outside can't go in. No.
nothing physical in or out.
Alright, well, cage magic it is. I missed a step inside.
You can't.
You can't teleport in.
No.
either. God
The
damn
wall,
it!
the wall extends into the ethereal plane.
Oh, fuck, I forgot that. I was wondering what that meant.
I could say that I put it up around both of them.
Well, it's too late for that now.
Unfortunately.
No. I'm sure we can
Misty
do a
Step
take
doesn't
them up.
say anything about going through the ethereal plane when you use it. So he
Very
could
true.
cage match. It doesn't rely. It's not like astral projection. It doesn't rely on the ethereal plane for travel. So yes, Liddy, you could Misty Step inside in cage match if you want.
That would be a plan. Or that sword is still an object, correct?
Yes.
Can
It's a
I
sword.
destroy said object?
You can, and definitely try.
I don't really want to get close to it because it's super fucking dangerous. Plus, that thing is only like 10 feet. Could I even swing my fucking halberd inside?
Let's just say it's going to be a sweaty grappling match with some undead.
I don't know, do bugbears sweat?
Probably not, but
Undead don't sweat. Be a very dry grappling match.
it would be
The
probably a very
chafing.
chafing match.
So, action 3, 2, 1. You do, Liddy. Or forfeit your round.
Cage match, cage match, cage match, cage
I don't
match.
know if that's a good idea as cage match.
Ending in 3.
What could go wrong?
Suck
What
it.
could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Goddamn, I will not be denied my words as I misty step inside and start fucking cage matching inside of a tiny room.
Okay. The time has come. Let's do this. That's 10 feet. Fuck it. Brah! Hurry.
Okay. Now I use my bonus action for that, so I only have 2 attacks.
Okay, you go for your 2 attacks.
Roll the natural 20 so I can smite her. I did not. I rolled a 12 and a 12 with a plus of 8 equal 20. Oh, both hit. Okay.
Just enough.
Just enough for both to hit.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let me just
Roll well. Roll good damage, Cole. Woo!
Ooh, that's a 20. So this thing's an undead, right?
Correct. No? According to your
Um,
divine sense?
According to my divine sense, this thing's an undead. So I'm just gonna... fuck it. I have 2 level 3 spell slots, so I'm just gonna smite her twice with both attacks as well.
Oh my, that burst damage. Add your d8s.
I need more d8.
I will give
How
you some
many do you
d8s.
need?
It's
Let's
84
see,
with
that's
the
2
of them,
attacks. So, and I have per... Since that's level 3, so it starts at 2d8, and level...
1d8 per cell slot above first, so 4d8 per might.
Alright, 48 per smite, and if she's undead, that's an extra 1d8.
Per smite?
Per smite, yes.
So here we go. 5d8 is 10d8 worth of smite. Ah, damn.
God.
Yeah, baby.
Woof. Moist.
49, and that's a total with the 20. That is a 69 points of damage.
Nice.
You
That's
slam
my hit point pool.
your blade down on her, shearing down all the way from her shoulder down to her navel, where your blade actually embeds itself and gets stuck. You can't pull it out. You see her drop to her one knee, and then you see purple fire in her eye sockets start burning.
Oh, bollocks.
You hear a bell-like sound as the death ward she cast earlier activates, preventing her death. Then she takes your blade with one hand, and then keeps it fast inside of her. Anything else, Cole?
Yeah, I'm out of actions. So yeah. It's...
Nox, your turn. This is an angry sword chasing you.
How far away is the sword from me?
About 15 feet currently.
Okay. I'm gonna
Run
shoot
away.
the sword with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Go for it.
Fuck, he's gonna push it closer to me.
Can I, like, shoot it in the diagonal this way?
You can definitely try.
Fuck yes, please.
You don't even know if it's gonna work yet.
It's got to get through the wall of hands first.
No, the sword.
You mean the very old rusted wooden fence, or
17 and
chicken wire
27.
fence of hand?
One hit. Roll damage for me, please.
7.
Blade gets hit. One Eldritch Blast misses outright. Other one hits the hilt, deflects and gouges out a trough of earth, leaving a brimstone smell behind. This appears to be unaffected.
Alright.
Not even the push.
Alright.
Nothing.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Far Step.
Okay. Where are you going?
I'm gonna teleport
Mm-hmm.
60 feet forward. So
Okay.
how much that is?
So you're basically gonna end up over here again.
And then I'm gonna go 30 feet this way.
I like everybody's playing keep away from the door.
Yeah, well, they all saw what it did to me.
Lady, is that you, Nox?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. Lady, her turn.
Excellent.
Sword's still embedded in her.
Well,
She's going to make a opposed strength roll to try and rip it from your hand. Make a strength roll for me, please.
alrighty.
Go, Liddy, go, Liddy, go, Liddy.
Of course, I can't roll over fucking 10 today. It's just a strength, so that's a +3. 9.
She rolled a 14 plus 5 is 19. She basically rips the sword from your hand and throws it to the ground.
Go.
Takes her hand, holds it up to her chest, and it's something very familiar to you. Uses lay on hands. Heals herself back up.
She double actioned.
Yep.
She grapple. What? She has double action?
Action surge.
Oh, what the fuck?
Paladin with fighter levels.
And
Okay.
Warlock levels.
She wasn't always a fighter. Okay.
Exactly how OP is she?
Well,
Not
she's
OP
the
enough.
chosen. She's the chosen knight of a fairly powerful entity.
Now, DM is a horrible, horrible person who wants his revenge for our screwing with it last week.
Actually, no, you would have totally met her at some other point in time had you guys not done some other things. You kind of, like I said, hurried some things forward by being so effective. Kind of made the big guys go, oh my god, these fucking guys are getting wrecked. We need to send somebody that's more competent to deal with them. So you're kind of a victim of your own success, really.
Could they not have followed the traditional villain trope and just kept sitting wave after wave of incompetent bad guys after?
Didn't you notice them doing that already?
Yes, but keep doing that.
Okay, she's going to lay on hands herself, blow the entire pool, and that's going to be her. Oh wait, sword. Sword's like woo. Alrighty, it's going back for some more of that sweet off-elf and elf booty. Lalord, your turn.
Okay, I'm yelling out to everybody, like, we've got to take this bitch down. Everybody's got bardic inspiration. And I sort of like look around and says, we need to get some distance between us and that goddamn sword.
So who are you going to give inspiration to? Which person?
Everybody gets it.
Oh, did you get a class feature to give it to multiple?
But I'm yelling it out to everybody, so...
It don't work like that.
You can only you nominate a target and give them.
Okay, well, first one's gonna be Cole, because he's engaged with said bitch.
Okay,
And
Cole,
then
you
I'm-
are partically inspired.
Okay,
Excellent.
and then the hand spots that we need to move. And I'm going to move sort of 30 feet that way. And the second that force shield comes down, I'm gonna be...
That's another 100 rounds
great.
of combat. Or 60
God, this
rounds.
shit ain't coming down.
Could
Can
I
you
take a
just drop
shot?
it?
Oh, after having made my movement, could I still try and take a shot at the sword or not?
Yeah, you're welcome to.
Okay, I'm gonna try and take a shot.
Okay.
Ugh, 18 to hit.
Fortunately. Slams into the blade, deflects into the ground, doesn't even leave a nick behind.
Oh, so yeah, telling it to make a reflex save will take 1d8 fire damage is kind of pointless.
Yep. Pretty much.
Ah, well.
Anything else? Was that you?
Action bonus. No, I'm pretty much done. I can't even drink a potion. Drinking a potion is that a normal full action, hey?
I believe it's a bonus action.
I can't. I've already used my bonus.
Oh, hold on. Drinking potion. Okay. Anything else?
No, can't do anything. I've done bonus action and...
It's an action for potion.
Yeah, okay. No, then I can't do anything. I've just moved my 30 feet. I've done my best to warn everybody to keep the fuck
Hans.
away from that sword.
Your turn.
Hans is going to run 30 feet away from the sword,
Uh-huh.
and then attempt to cast blindness and deafness on Lady. She must make a Constitution saving throw of 16, which I imagine she probably will.
Maybe. Her con's actually like her
Or-
second lowest
Or else
save.
she goes blind.
Okay. Let's see, what is she all immune to? Charm, disease, frightened. Ooh. It's 8 plus 9. 17.
Ah!
Very close. Very, very close.
And that's
Anything
her
else?
lowest stat.
Hey man, paladins add their charisma bonus to their
Wait,
saves, man.
I couldn't
true.
use my. Yeah, fuck! I should have used cutting words there.
Does cutting words work against saves?
It's an ability roll that she had to make, is it not?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
does the save
it
not
is.
count as an ability roll? Then
It is, you
cutting words. It expends a bardic inspiration, and she takes a d8 negative on her roll.
As long as I roll a 1, I'm fine.
I can't believe
Yes?
you've done this.
She passes.
Oh come on, re-roll! God damn it! That wasn't a roll. You just dropped that.
Nope, legit roll. I used the roll function on critical. Press R when your mouse is hovering over a dice. Anything else? That was reactions. That was Hans. Cole, your turn.
Excellent.
You're
So she
currently
just threw
disarmed.
away the halberd, right?
Behind her, yeah, it's behind her on the ground.
Oh, behind her. Okay, then.
Basically, it's like up against the force bubble behind her.
Oh, I'm just like thinking. Fuck it. I'm just gonna take one of the javelins I have, and would it count as a great weapon if I two-handed use it? It doesn't say though in the book. All right. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna ignore my.
It has to have the versatile trait for you to be able to do that, like a longsword.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I'm just gonna. Can I try and maneuver? I'm gonna maneuver my way, like behind her with the javelin out as a melee weapon.
Yeah,
So I can get to the sword, or not the sword, but the halberd. But I'm also gonna stab her twice with it.
Okay, go for the attack.
So is she currently like dodgy McDodge face, or do I get my advantage?
You get your advantage as normal because she got fucking wrecked and had death knell and everything else. You damn near killed her!
Damn, you killed her.
If it wasn't for that death ward, she would have been fucking down on the ground.
I cannot roll well. That is literally with advantage. Only one hit.
Okay, roll to wound.
That's a
You want to smite?
D6 and another D6 because of Hunter.
Are you smiting or not?
No, not now. I don't know how much HP she has. Actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna smite with
She's looking remarkably healthy. Put it that way.
Oh no, yeah. No, I'm not gonna smite her. I'm not gonna smite her now just because
She's looking about as healthy
laid on
as
Hal's
Lauren. She's looking about as healthy as Lauren on his best day.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it now.
That's
It's
around the 70 hit point.
just 8 points of damage.
Okay. Points of damage. Alright, you shank her with the spear. Anything else?
Yeah, it's gonna move over there. That's an action, and then I still have a bonus. What the fuck do I have as a bonus action? I can't use stabby thing because this is the bow or the rear end. 'Cause this is the what would work here as a bonus action. Not much. Can I pick the thing up as a bonus action?
Fortunately not. You're gonna have to spend some of your move and then your actual action to pick it up, yeah.
No, that's fine. I'm just gonna make sure. I'm just gonna basically use my bonus action to kind of put it in between. Not really put it in between my legs, but kind of like somehow touch it or secure it so like it isn't easy for her to try and take it.
She doesn't need to, but okay.
No, I mean, she doesn't need to take it, but I want it back. Or make sure she can't kick it away or something.
It's all good. Nox, your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna attempt to use Ray of Frost on the sword to
Okay.
maybe slow it by 10 feet.
Yeah, you could try that.
14.
You made a pretty patch of dirt extremely slick with your frost.
And then I'm gonna move
Okay.
30 feet this way. And then I'm going
Okay.
to use my bonus action with Far Step to move 60 more feet this way.
Is that both your spell slots goodbye, right?
No, Far Step lasts for a minute.
Ah, that's cool. Neat. Is the concentration spell or not?
Yes, concentration.
Cool, good to know. Okay. Anything else?
That's me.
That's you. Alright, her turn, lady.
Excellent.
Going to attempt to use a longsword to make 2 attacks against you.
Uh-huh.
Let's do that first. So, first attack against the Letinator. 27. No, wait, I lied. 25.
Yeah, that's AC 19.
Okay, and second one. 22.
Yeah.
Okay, and I need a d10 because on hand. Where's my d10s at? 10. B. Okay. D10 plus 5, so first hit, 7. Second hit, 6. And then she's gonna expend double smites.
Mhm.
She doesn't have that many spell slots left, so it's gonna be... Yeah, let's do the 2 remaining level 3 slots. And you're not an undead, so you don't get...
Yeah, I don't take as much.
Bastard. For you. So that's 6. Okay. So that's 28 points of damage on top of the...
Total? Sorry?
6 plus 7 is what? 13 plus 28. So it's what? 41 points of damage?
41, alright.
41 points.
Okay.
And then she's going to use a bonus action for a second level branding smite, which adds another 2d6 to the attack. So it's another 11 points on top of it. So it's 52 in total.
Alright.
Okay, how are you looking?
24 HP.
Okay, all her higher level slots burned. Okay, that is her. And then she's gonna just stomp her foot down on the pole arm so you can't pick it up.
Okay.
Okay, that's her turn. And then Sword Sama is going to float all the way over here. It'd be really sad that people keep running away from him.
Stay back, demon.
Okay, next up we've got Lelorin. Your turn.
Yay! I move 30 feet,
Yes.
and I can still cast a spell, right?
Yeah. Movement, action, bonus actions are good.
Okay, so question, would Magic Missile be pierced through
No.
the...
Nope.
Is it
No
not going
force
to?
missiles,
Okay, well-
unfortunately.
Okay, well, in that case...
If you had like some kind of cloud spell that could just materialize inside of it, you could gas her like a Jew, but unfortunately, magic missile is not going to do the job.
Okay, just hang on a... Wait, that might work. This should... Yeah. She's wearing metal plate armor, right?
That is correct.
It is metal. Okay, this will probably be DM's discretion. Would you allow heat metal to be cast on it?
That's
That
the
is
whole
one of
point
the
of it.
premier ways to
Okay.
use heat metal.
Awesome, because I am going to superheat her.
What spell
Plate
slot are you going to be using for that? Or what
I am
level
going to
spell?
be. I'm going to be burning it as a 5th level spell.
Jesus.
So that's,
Okay.
2d8, so that's a grand total 1d8 plus 1d8 per level over second. So that's second, third, fourth, fifth. So that's 4d8. So that's 68 total.
Ouch. 5d8 total.
Sorry, yeah, 5d8.
Okay. Want me to make you some extra d8s?
No, there's the 5d8 there.
Oh, okay.
So you say hold R while I've got my mouse over the dice, eh?
Yeah,
Right.
select group
Right.
select them. Press R.
That
And
is
then you can just-
23.
23 points of damage, and that's going to happen every single round for a minute, correct? When you're
Fuck
concentrating
yes.
on. Oof. Oof, I say. That is just mean. I can't believe you've done this. Okay. She looks Like she's
I'm
about to
gonna
have
cook
a
her.
really bad time as you see her armor suddenly go white hot and Lauren start cackling at the reversal of the fortunes going on. Hans, your turn.
No, there's no cackling. At this stage, there's just a gurgling on the blood running down,
Hans, what would you like to
Hans
do?
is going to run 30 feet away from the sword,
Yes.
and then is going to pick up a rock and fling it at supersonic speeds by casting catapult at the sword.
Okay, and the sword.
Yes, it must make a DC 16 Dex save.
Okay.
It doesn't have dex.
Technically it uses its holder stats. 4 plus Dex is 7 is 11. Fails its dexterity save.
Haha!
Aha.
Well done, Hans.
The sword takes a whopping 16 points of damage as a rock hits it.
Blink, blink, blink. Unfortunately, hits it, and the rock actually shatters from the impact, leaving a bit of puff of dust. The sword appears unharmed.
Curses!
It is a very, very hard object. Anything else?
No.
Alrighty. Cole.
Alright, well, I tell her, you sure you're able to keep a hold of that? Like, kind of pointing towards the fact that she's currently on my halberd while her armor is white fucking hot. And then, just lay on hands myself for maximum pool.
She's going to smile and she looks at you. Believe it or not, I've had worse.
Alright, but yeah, that's my action. Just laying on hands for 45 hit points. Bringing me up back to 69. Then let's see, we have a bonus action I could use here.
Get your tickets tonight for the Paladome.
Paladome! Bonus action, Hunter's Mark, Shield of Faith. Is this concentration? No, fuck it, might as well burn a spell slot for that. I'm just gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself, and giving me +2 AC for the duration.
Nice.
Stupid question. If a spell has a concentration component in 5th edition, can you maintain more than one spell
No.
active at a time?
Nope.
Or...
Only one.
Cool.
If you cast a new concentration spell, the older one dissipates.
Okay, cool. Not just wanted to make sure that...
Actually,
It's one of the-
I do
one of
not
the
do
big
that,
advantages.
because I don't actually do that.
It's one of the big advantages of the edition because you no longer can have wizards with just stacks of defense layers.
Okay,
You brought a lot of parity between fighter classes and casters because casters can't just, stack buffs for
No,
everything.
I was just curious about the...
No, it's no problems. Yes, ladies, you don't cast Shield of Faith. What do you do?
Actually, no. Probably, I just realized that Hunter's Mark is actually concentration spell, which most likely, due to that massive hit, just dissipated. So, in fact, I do cast Shield of Faith because there's no way that fucking Hunter's Mark is stopped anymore.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think you can make a DC 50 concentration check.
He can try, damn it.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, now Hunter's Mark is down and Shield of Faith is up.
Alright.
And that's
Yeah.
me.
See you. Alright, it brings us back to the top of Noxicals. What does Noxicals want to do?
It's gonna move up 30 feet.
You don't have any
And then
spells.
I have one that would work, but it would definitely hurt Cole a lot more than her. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on this thing and attempt to slow it by 10 feet.
Okay.
One higher than last time, 15.
Miss, unfortunate.
Alright, and then I'm gonna far step 60 feet away.
Whee! Are you out of range of like Frost Ray at this point now?
Yeah, but that's why I moved up 30 feet.
Okay. It makes sense. Okay. Next up, we've got her. She's pretty messed up at this point. She's looking at this bugbear that's looking like really damn healthy at this point. Is there anything that she can do? Being able to do anything?
She could surrender.
Only in death does duty end.
Okay, so we established who her boss is. Eh?
Let's see. Okay. She's going to just make 2 attacks against you, lady, ever so gently.
Alright.
Actually, no. Fuck that. Going to use her last second level spell to cast Branding Smite.
Mm-hmm.
So if she connects with any of her attacks, it triggers the Branding Smite. Okay. So, oops, that's not a D. First at all. 8 plus 8, 16, so that's a miss.
That's a miss, Arumi, bro.
And the second one is 5 plus 8, 13, so that's a miss.
It's also a miss.
Yay.
Okay,
Waste
so her
of hair
Branding
spell
Smite
slot.
just...
Poof.
Yeah, but it stays on. It's next time when you hit.
Oh, is it next time? I thought it was just a melee attack.
No. The next time you hit. It's one of the things about the Paladin that's nice. Is you can always pretty much use your spell slots offensively without wasting them. Okay.
That's pretty
going to
fucking
be
neat.
Bonus action, movement. She can't really do much. So that's her. Yeah, you've actually managed to burn through everything that she's got so far. Right. Lauren. Your turn.
Okay. First,
Heat metal.
my bonus action, and no, before we do anything else, first things first, my bonus action is yell out I call out to Hans, is just keep hammering away at her with the sword, and he is bardically inspired as well.
Alright.
Okay, I am going to move 30 feet, because that fucking sword is not coming near me again. And my heat metal, that's another 5d8, please. Thank you.
Roll your 5d8s.
That's 26 points of damage. And now I can still take my action as well, because that will, or does the maintaining. Okay. And
Yeah,
then my
I think
action,
is heat metal just cast and go, right, guys?
I think
If
it's a
remember
free
correctly.
action to recast.
Okay.
Let me
Oh,
check.
it's a bonus action.
Oh.
So bonus action to use the heat metal damage, so it leaves your action to...
Okay. And then I am going to cast Vicious Mockery on her. Vicious Mockery would go through the force wall.
Yeah,
Not?
psychic damage. How much damage is Vicious Mockery? What's
Wisdom
the save?
save, DC 17.
DC 17.
Oh.
Yeah, she takes DC 17 Wisdom save. If she fails, 2d4 Psychic, and she has disadvantage on her next attack roll.
She rolled a 31.
Fuck.
That'll do it.
Isn't she
Paladin.
supposed to also have a
Yeah.
disadvantage on every attack because of the heat metal? If a creature is holding or wearing the object, it takes damage from it. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of its next.
That's true. It doesn't matter because she missed all her attacks anyway. once
Yeah. I just noticed that.
For next turn, yeah. It's all good. Alright, so. Okay. So that's
So
all
she has
that.
disadvantage. So she has disadvantage then on that saving throw.
It's attacks.
Well, no, she never made a Constitution saving throw to see if she would be forced to drop the object.
And she can't because she's wearing the armor. It takes 10 rounds to get out of armor.
So does that mean
how
that
much is
she's
holding or
voluntarily
wearing
failing her
object?
Constitution
Plus,
saving
you
throw?
can.
It's more for if they're using a sword and you heat the sword. They have to
Oh
make
yeah,
a
but you can
con-
you can cut an armor off.
Not this armor.
Oh, not this. Okay.
It's holding
special
her
armor.
spleens.
Amongst
Yeah,
other
Okay,
things.
it's fine.
But
But like
does
an
that mean that-
armor, if it has like leather strips and stuff, like done off is 10 minutes. But you can
Yep.
take it off for a lot quicker if you cut everything. But then the armor is damaged, like needs repairs,
Well,
then
okay.
can't be used.
Okay, cool. That's good to know.
I mean, that's not a rule, but if you did it any other way, it would be absolutely retarded.
Well, that's one of the advantages of heat metal. If your target's wearing plate, they're fucked.
Oh, granted.
It's still, my question still stands. Should she not be making that Constitution save then?
She can't
before-
drop. No, she
Okay,
can't drop the
then-
item.
No, I think he means for the.
For the, I mean, because
Mockery.
the reason I'm asking is because does she have disadvantage or not? Because she would have then, how would it work for the wisdom save?
Well, if it doesn't
Mockery?
drop the object, it has a disadvantage. And she can't drop the object.
Okay, then she's
So
got
she, by
disadvantage.
default, she's got disadvantage because she's wearing the armor that heat metal has on it. She
Okay.
can't get out of the
Uh,
disadvantage. She has it on all attacks.
Okay, then she'd still have to, you'd have to roll at disadvantage for that save. Or did you roll disadvantage for it?
No, she doesn't have to make a save in this particular case. If it's which is holding her, you must succeed in the Constitution saving
But
throw
I
or
don't
drop
think
the
he's
object.
talking about the Constitution.
No,
I
no,
think he's
I'm
talking about
talking about
his spell.
Vicious Mockery that I just cast.
If it goes on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your save.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is it an ability check or is it a save?
It's a save.
Yeah.
Not an ability
Yeah.
check.
Sorry, saves are different.
Okay. No, it's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for the
No,
clarification.
it's no problem. I was
That's
looking
what I was
at
hoping to understand.
Okay.
Okay, so I try to viciously mock her and it no longer...
She does not care for your mockery. Anything else? Or Hans, your turn?
I have moved action to the bonus. Yeah.
Hansicles?
Hans is gonna take one of his brave pills.
Okay.
He's gonna drop the bubble.
Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
And then Hans is
Okay.
going to fucking run.
That's
Where?
the Lauren
Straight
that
at her. Oh no! Straight
Bubble
at her.
disappears?
Attempt to hit her with a vampiric touch.
O'Reilly. And what's the attack roll on that? Or the
It's-
save? Or how do...
it's
Well,
not
make
a
your
s-
attack roll,
It's
and then
not
we'll
a
do
save.
the
It's
save.
me. It's me doing an attack.
Okay.
23,
That's a hit.
and I'm upcasting it at level 4.
Yeah.
Where are my d6? Wow, a whopping 13 points of damage.
As you guys see the bubble disappear with a pop sound, Hans runs up to her, frantically frothing at the mouth, holds out his palm, slams into the front of her armor. You see his hand suddenly engulfed in a sickish green glow. And you guys hear a clang as the sword that has been chasing you around falls to the ground.
Hallelujah.
And she sinks to her knees. And much like a tree that has been chopped down, just falls to her side and lays still, breathing heavily.
How would you
Unable.
describe the taste?
I would say like a whiskey that's been aged in a barrel of burnt wood.
Yeah,
And she basically falls to the ground. She's like laying on her side and like tries to roll over, but it looks like she's done for.
I move up closer. I'm assuming when she fell over like that, she dropped that long sword she was holding.
She did, and you see it hit the ground. It just shatters
I'm-
into a bunch
I-
of black
I was going
ash
to kick it away from her.
and blows away.
Cool. So no need to kick it away from her. Okay, we need to finish her off.
Uno.
And she's lying on the ground looking up at you. She goes, bear my words in mind. And then do your worst.
I pick up my halberd and like basically should I? Fuck it. I'm not gonna do it in front. So I'm basically gonna chop her head in half and also smite at the same time.
You basically just slam the halberd down in her face, releasing your divine channel at the same time. The skull bursting, fragments of bone, blood, and gristle spraying the earth around you. The ground underneath the blade geysering up. Her corpse convulses once, and then lays still.
I'm gonna cast Gentle Repose on the corpse.
What's that?
Nothing. Doesn't do
Oh.
anything.
Well, it makes it so that they can't be raised again for 10 days.
I just use divine sense to. Is there anything remaining?
Hold up, I need to Google something first. I need to see whether or not this works.
Oh, alright.
I need to see whether or not this works.
I was gonna try and make her a skeleton as well.
Oh,
Oh no.
I forgot about that.
Second, I just need to see something quickly.
Hans, isn't Thingy your skull companion, your buddy, our other skeletons that were with us all the previous time?
Not here, by the looks of them.
No.
You guys could have had some bitching undead porters to carry your shit up the mountain.
Well, you got 10 minutes to convince me otherwise while I cast this thing.
Yeah, I want to make her a skeleton.
No.
Unfortunately, Gentle Repose has no effect on it. Because it needs to be something that has died recently.
What?
She's
It
She's
just
only
says. I know, but it just says you touch a corpse or other remains for the duration. The target is protected from decay and can't become undead.
She was already
Yeah,
undead.
it was already undead.
Yeah, but they can't re-undead her.
Unfortunately, like I said, in this particular, because of her particular creature subtype, it won't affect her.
I did
Okay.
want to attempt to try and animate dead in the middle of combat. I don't know how that would have gone.
It wouldn't do anything, unfortunately.
Well, I'm trying it now.
Not unless you spectacularly fail the save.
No.
Animate Dead,
And-
again, doesn't have any effect.
But why?
Make an arcane check for me, and then we can maybe see if you can deduce it.
1!
You do not deduce anything.
Yeah, hang on.
Actually, this would be a religion check. Sorry, not an arcane check. Yeah, you guys can roll your religion.
Okay, that'd be 24 for me.
There's one creature from folklore that would react as it did, immune to the raising of the dead or the gentle repose spell.
And that creature is?
A revenant.
We just fought a revenant, children. What do I know about revenants?
You know that they can't be killed until their vengeance has been fulfilled. They'll come back the next day again. Which is
In the
why you
same
can't
body?
They will reconstitute the same condition they were before they got made a revenant.
Are they from a
Same.
different plane of existence?
No. And they're also not evil, inherently evil, undead creatures. Either. They're also immune to many, 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 many things. When a revenant's body is destroyed, its soul lingers. After 24 hours, the soul inhabits and animates another humanoid corpse on the same plane of existence, regains all its hit points and equipment.
Oh, so it won't. Okay. So it won't
Oh.
necessarily come back in that body.
While the soul is bodiless, a wish spell can be used to force the soul to go to the afterlife and not.
So we're stuck with this thing chasing us for a while then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to suggest like burying the body really deep, but if it's just going to come back in a different body, then it doesn't help too much.
Time to stay away from graveyards.
Well, we at least know her modus operandi now. So, how do
She's
we
learned a
go
little
about making or resisting that that thing she?
That's got nothing to do with revenants, and you have no idea.
Is the greatsword still on the floor?
That's why I'm asking Cole. What can we do to defend ourselves against it?
The
He is
greatsword,
like her.
much like her corpse, is slowly turning into ash and getting blown away on the.
Well, actually, yeah, I need to make a religion check. See how much I know about Riven.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the smite, the paladin ability. That
doesn't
smite.
mean just because I can smite doesn't mean I actually know what the fuck I'm doing. Which I also, in this case, don't know much because that's a +3. That's a 7.
I mean, she seemed to exhibit a lot of the same powers that you had. Not all of them the same, but some of them.
Okay, well, I'm going to be trying to figure out how to protect myself from paladin shit.
Out of game, Liddy, you know roughly that there's different types of paladins. And she would be what you would consider a devotion paladin.
Alright.
She is the Oath of Devotion.
Oath of Devotion. Well, I mean, out of game, I also know that Revenants don't live longer than a year. Because after a year, they just kind of disappear because they failed at their objective.
Still 365 times she can fight you.
Well, I mean, how recently did she die and how recently did she become a Revenant? That's a...
You
you don't know.
Don't know, but you know, let's just say not long.
Plus, she needs to find us.
She always knows where you are.
Oh, are we the target of her revenancy?
Correct, Amundo.
Oh, fuck.
Does she look suspiciously like any of the
Vengeful
elves we've
tracker.
already fought?
Vengeful Tracker. The Revenant knows the distance to and direction of any creature against which it seeks its revenge, even if the creature and the Revenants are on different planes of existence.
Oh boy. And that's not a divination magic, is it?
Nope. It just knows.
Well, shit.
Well, so the only way to kill is with a wish, you said?
Once it's dead, you can, and its soul is on its way to its new hidey hole. You can wish the soul into.
I mean, I guess we could trap it somewhere. Unless it can change bodies at will.
I don't know. Guess we'll have to find out. That's a puzzle for you guys to solve.
Wonderful.
So, this is probably it. Your battle on the road. Successful. Alive. Thoughts, ideas, suggestions, Jim?
Was good.
I can't wait till we fight her again next week.
We still got 13 days till we get to the place.
Well, I mean, if she really does come back, we technically don't need to fight her as long as we make sure we don't kill her and tie her up somehow. When she's undead, you can't die of hunger, so we put her in a box and wait a year or so. Well,
In the bag of holding.
I wouldn't say that. Well, first we will need to get her into a bag of holding somehow, and if we do enough damage to her to make her into size that fits in bag of holding, she will be dead. And reanimate again. Or whatever.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope.
Oh. As soon as we take a break, I'm healing up.
Well, shall we carry on just till your rest this evening?
I mean,
Shall we say, wearied, the party gathers themselves, collects their demonic goat,
go.
Yeah.
and travels a bit more, a bit further. Let's see. Nature check for me, and survival check, please, Lauren. You're the designated tracker.
Okay.
You got this.
You got that.
Let me see if I have any applicable spells. Could try and avoid her, or...
Okay, nature of 12 and 5 is 17, and 14. So 12 and 5 is 17, 14 and 3 is 17, so 17 on both.
Yeah, you actually are very
As much
competent.
as the 20 and 19 would have been nice.
You are actually very competent. Managed to guide the party along the road, and you guys make brisk pace. Neither losing any time nor gaining any time. But getting another day closer to your death. Set up camp for the evening. Who is going to be standing first watch?
I guess I'll do it.
Second watch?
I will.
I'll
Third
take
watch?
third watch. I'll take third watch.
Roll a d20 for me. Nocticals.
A nice 2. Would you like me to add anything to that?
Your perception?
A nice 3.
That's a 5. Okay. 2 hours pass. And then, right at the end, your ship suddenly notice a circle of firelight said, many yellow eyes looking at you without the
Right at the end.
And that's where we'll stop for tonight.
Alright.
With you guys being attacked in your camp, interrupting your long rest, preventing you from getting spells back.
Oof.
Alrighty. So, thoughts, ideas, suggestions?
Not for me, it was good.
Anything else besides it's good? Any more constructive
It's
feedback I
good.
can actually make use of?
Do more of that.
What?
What? So, I've got some music and stuff for the encounter. Good, bad,
Good.
good.
Yeah, it was good.
Any ideas from you, Hans? Any feedback? Any suggestions?
Goddamn stone-proof swords.
They are pretty hard. They have a redonkulous hardness. I actually found it on Beyond. I was like, huh, look at this thing. This is pretty cool.
I'm sad I
It's
never
pretty
got to
cool.
find out if my Ray of Frost actually would have slowed it. So now I'll have to cast it again next time we see it.
Oh no. The horror. Arm go. Anything else? Besides that? You guys happy with your little bit? I know we did the shopping very quickly, but I thought it would be better for us to rather get out and on with the story than doing 4-hour shopping. Or would you guys rather prefer
No,
to
it was
do
good.
like extended shopping trips instead? I'm up for either. What do you guys prefer?
No, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it
Or
was
do you
good.
guys want to go to every shop and role play every purchase and barter and everything?
I really
'Cause
prefer to find magic items though than just like look them up and buy them. You know.
That's mostly a thing about Luskan. The fact that you guys got so much money at this point. If you guys go somewhere less, should I say, criminally inclined, and that's also not a major port city, you probably won't be able to do this.
Wait, can paladins do ritual spells?
If they have the ritual caster feat, I believe so, yes.
Ritual caster, is that like a feat, or is it that's just a...
It's
Some
class
characters have
trait.
it innate, and some people can pick it up as a Paladins do... Let me have a look here quickly.
I don't think they might not have that.
Probably not.
No. Don't think they have ritual.
Spellcasting... No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Why?
Oh no, I was just wondering, because that probably wouldn't work. What was the spell Dylan tried to use on it?
Gentle
Wait.
repose.
What does that do? It says that it can become a undead.
It makes it so the body doesn't rot, and it also makes it so they can't become undead for 10 days.
Okay. Alright, yeah. So that wouldn't work as well. I was just thinking of the ceremony spell. One of them is a funeral rite. But that's, yeah, on touch one corpse. But that thing isn't technically a corpse.
Mm-hmm. It also has a whole slew of abilities that you guys don't know about because it's type. Maybe once you guys have fought it a few more times, you'll have a better understanding of what it's capable of.
No, by that time we'll be dead.
What are you talking about? You guys hardly took damage.
Nearly 2 of us died.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And since we're not getting long rest, Rosie's gonna be up in our ass before we even... I burned everything. So I'm, like, if we fight her again, I'm out. And so, yeah. We're
hit point
dead the
gain.
next time we fight her.
How are we going to regain hit points? That's a good question.
Sure.
Sleeping.
Your sleep is interrupted.
Yeah, our sleep is interrupted and we don't get spells back. We don't get HP back. We don't get anything back, actually.
except for
We can
short
still
rest
take like a
abilities.
short rest afterwards, right?
Well, it's going to count as a short rest. You'll
Like
have
hit
been on
dice, I
guard
guess.
TP for 2 hours or so. So yeah, you'll get your short rest, and you can expend your hit dice and during a short rest as well. That way. You just won't get any hit dice back to use. Gonna be tricky. This is where the people that have lots of short rest charge abilities are gonna start shining.
Hello.
Also, bards, I think, have a lot of short, don't they?
It's mostly the inspiration that you get back. That's about it, really.
Inspiration's really good. Really, really good. No, I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys make it all the way to Icewind Dale. We haven't even gotten to any place with like inclement weather yet. I even downloaded the rules for blizzards.
Got them boots.
Got them boots. Boots are gonna help. But it's gonna be pretty hard for you to boot your way through a storm when you guys have got the knowledge nature all of a wet rock. And remember, the longer you get delayed, the more chances there are for her to come back to come and say hi. Come say hi. And during those blizzards, it's gonna be awfully hard.